Well, actually...
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. A foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the they done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average. The cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from Trey. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up. 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth like a house on the hills can't see us. Say the money still me up. Stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. I'm a fan of the channel, so I booked a 2-hour session just to show support, just to show love and say what's up. He provided a wealth of information, way more than I was even expected. He has an excellent presentation. So I just wanted to let y'all know you will not be disappointed. Book the consultation, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Dre, man, I appreciate you. I will be out in Colombia, and I look forward to linking up with you. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Drink in hand. I got a little bit of scotch with the cucumber in there with some lime. Shout out to all you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope your Friday has went great, especially during this time period, during the holidays. Hey, fellas, we're going to have a great show. Let me get some intro music going right now. We got a great interview going. Quite often, you hear me guys talk about that if you put your mind to it and you stay focused, any of us, we can accomplish, if not all of our goals, at least most of our goals when it comes to traveling to other countries. We've often said that the American dream is still alive. You just can't do it in America. Our guests tonight in Cartagena are living proof that you can live the American dream. It just don't necessarily need to do it in America, at least North America. And so we got a great interview. He and his partner opened up, not only moved to Cartagena, not only family man, not only have introduced other brothers to life and enjoying life in Cartagena, but also these gentlemen, these guys have also been able to show you an example of how to do it by way of investing in your dreams, going after your goals, and most of all, they have created a Pookie-free environment. For those of us that want to go to Cartagena, we don't want to deal with the Pookie and Ray-ish behavior of certain guys, but these guys have created an environment for us to enjoy. So I'm extremely excited. We're going to start around 8:15 with the interview, but I kid you not, guys, I am ready. I've been watching these guys on YouTube. They have their YouTube channels, and they're always giving comments on how to be a man among men when it comes to relocating or vacationing abroad. But before we go any further with our guys that are coming up in regards to how to even purchase real estate in Colombia, you guys may bring your pen in hand like I have. Bring your pen and paper in hand. So if you want some tips and some information on how'd you guys do it, how'd you even purchase property in another country, these guys will be able to give you some tips as well as how to build if you're interested. But before we go into that, let me give some shout outs to my brethren that's here. Shout out to Kenny Peoples, numero uno tonight. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to all you guys that are donating by way of PayPal as well as Cash App. Appreciate you guys. Let me go further. Kenny says, good evening. He said, yes, sir. He said, sir, just came home from my friends, lost his mother. Our condolences. Our condolences. I understand that completely. Shout out to my brother David Dice of the Dice family. Glad to see that you made it here, brother. Glad to see that you're here. He said, I'm going to have pen and paper. So do I, brother. So do I. These guys have information that even I want to glean off of. So shout out to all these guys that'll be here. And also shout out to Dave. He said, family, Andre in the chat, salute. Fellas, salute. Definitely to all you gentlemen that are here. We got 19 in the building thus far. We got Raphael or Rafi Lake, that is, in the building. What's up, Andre and Andre? Salute to you both and everyone in the chat. Salute to you as well, brother. Salute to you as well. Do not have your boy drinking. That goes for you too, Miguel. And Jay. Do not have your boy drinking alone. And if I got my glass of scotch, you guys got time to grab yourself a drink in hand. Tonight is Friday night drink in hand on this channel. We come with a drink in hand. I don't care if it's your favorite elixir. I don't care if it's warm milk, pet milk, evaporated milk, breast milk. I don't care what you're drinking tonight. I don't care if you're drinking spring water, warm water, hot water. I don't care, whatever it is. Make sure you don't have your boy drinking by himself tonight on Friday night. Drink in hand, gentlemen. Drink in hand. Shout out to my brother Simple Logic in the building as well. Them VA boys in the building. Glad to see that you're here, brethren. Yes, sir. And DMV boys representing. Appreciate you guys being here. As well as my man Jay Kaysen in the building representing. That's what I'm talking about, Jay. Representing. He said, what's good, Dre and fellas? We're having a good evening, man. I feel like once again, we got a great interview tonight. And I'm telling you guys, you will appreciate the information that you're going to be gleaning off of tonight, because those of you who are interested in real estate in Colombia, as well as interested in business in Colombia, and you just don't know how it works here or in South America in general, we're going to be talking about that. So definitely, guys, we're going to have a good time tonight with these guests, man. I'm excited. These brothers have, like I said, these brothers have been an excellent representation of passport bros, blue book gentlemen, veterans, expats. These guys have shown how it's supposed to be done. We've got enough content creators out there that's been showing us the party side, but it's time for us to understand the mature side of being an expat or relocation to other countries. Oh, we got another one. Shout out to my man Jay Henderson. Them Carolina boys, them Carolina Blue boys in the building. Shout out to you once again for being here, brother. Glad to see that you're here. I really am. And my brother Alexis representing. Glad to see you're here as well. And my neighbor on the other side of Colombia, the Medi boys, Jay Clyde. Hey, Jay, I saw you at the Christmas party, baby. I saw you was looking good at the work Christmas party. You was looking clean with them, Jay. I hope you were smelling good. I hope you had your cologne on because you were looking good at the company Christmas party. Shout out to you, Jay Clyde. Shout out to you. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Malwood being in the building as well. Once again, we're going to get started right around 8:15 with our guests who has their drink in hand, so we're not alone. Yes, sir. Once again, appreciate you guys. Malwood, he say, Jay. Yes, sir. We got Jay in the building as well as our brother Miguel. Man, we doing good. We must be doing something good for God to bless us with these brothers this evening. Shout out to you guys. He said, I met him in Cartagena before. Yes, sir. The one thing that you guys will notice, the thread about us guys that live here, the mature audience only guys, you will notice that we're down to earth when you meet us for the first time. You'll notice that you'll see us on cameras and you think that they may be funny style when I see them or that they're not down to earth. I met some guys today. Shout out to the guys that I had lunch with. We went to a Spain restaurant today. I took them to, and you guys often, you guys are funny, man. You guys are often amazed at how down to earth and the regular guy that I am. Well, when you go to Cartagena and you meet these guys, these are down to earth guys as well. And the reason why I say that is this, gentlemen, you have no excuse when it comes to traveling around the world and feeling like you're by yourself. Let the passport sis go through that. You know, they always do on YouTube and TikTok talking about how lonely they are when they travel. Us men, we have no excuse of talking about how lonely we are because every country we go to, we have so many connections and so many guys that we can connect to. Also, my cousin Michael is in the building. I'm glad Mike is here because I want to showcase how not just myself is doing great things across seas, but how my other brothers, such as Jay and Miguel, are doing great things as well. Shout out to my brother Tevin King in the building representing. Yes, sir. As well as Style King. What are we doing right tonight? Well as Style King. We say salutations, Andre and Andrea, and good evening to everyone. Your girl Andrea, you already know she's at church every Friday night. Andrea goes to church representing the family on a Friday evening. She'll be home in a few hours. Shout out to my brother T-Max. Salute to all you military brothers that are out there. We're going to be dedicating our drink in a second. Shout out to my man Dapper in the building. Glad you're here. Us OGs, yes, we are. We are here to represent that you can do this travel thing and relocation thing no matter what age, no matter what stage of life you are in. JJ, yes, you were, brother. You were clean with it. Yes, you were. I caught that. Shout out to our Canadian brothers over there right now, my man, Black Nubian.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Shout out to them Canadian boys. Glad to see that you're here. And scroll down just a little further, and we got T-Mac. Oh, El Patron is in the building. Let me not miss my brother. Salute to you as well, my brother. Salute to you as well. Glad you guys are here. We're going to be starting the interview in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes, we're going to get started with the interview portion of our video. But before then, gentlemen, once again, thank you for donating to the Children's Cancer Foundation. This month, as you well know, every December for the last 4 years, we've donated all of our Cash Apps and PayPals to the Children's Cancer Foundation here in Cali, Colombia. And this year is no different. Shout out to all you guys. Cologne of the night. You wonder what I'm wearing? I am wearing a great. This was the #1 clone of 2025. #1 clone, not cologne. It's the original was an expensive, like $300 Parfum de Marly. So you know French Avenue had to come out with their version for $30. And it ended up being the cologne of the year of 2025. So let's open up this box, and it's called Liquid Brune. Liquid Brune is the cologne. So if you got some $30, and this is what it looks like, some of you who know colognes, know French Avenue and recognize this. This is a vanilla bomb. If you want to smell delicioso to the lady in your life, if you want to lay down next to her, no matter what country you're in, and smell like a vanilla bomb, and I'm talking about masculine, not feminine vanilla, this is made for you. Remember, like we always say, when you go into other countries, the 5 C's that you need to bring with you are your 5 C's. Common sense. Got to bring your common sense. The correct clothing. Make sure you got to bring your correct clothing. Credit cards or your cash. Make sure you have emergency credit card or emergency cash. Don't be calling me like y'all do. Hey, Dre, I need an extra $500. I'm going to spend all my money on the chicas. I need an extra $500 until next Tuesday. So bring your credit card and cash. Also, bring your condoms, fellas. Bring your condoms. You do not want to be having a baby in Malaysia, okay? So make sure you bring your condoms. And the last C, I forgot my last C. Oh, contacts. Make sure that you have contacts. You should not be going solo to another country and you haven't done a consultation with somebody, or you don't have any contacts with somebody that can show you where to go and where not to go. So make sure you bring your contacts. Shout out to you brothers that are here. And also Dramon is here. That's what we're talking about. Hit that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too, because you already know once you hit that like button,
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth, oh yeah,
we've established this as a place of truth, gentlemen. A place of truth. Shout out to you guys that are here, as well as, like I say, Jamon is here, Raymond's here, Mr. Turner's in the building. Good evening and good morning to you guys over there in Asia, all you guys in Philippines to Mongolia, from Hong Kong to Japan, from Indonesia to the Philippines. Shout out to all you guys over there that are in India as well. Good morning to you, gentlemen, like Captain Kangaroo. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, Captain. Shout out to Bobby Coltrane of the Coltrane family. Glad you guys are here. We're going to get started with the interview in a few moments. Just wanted to make sure you guys here. It's 38 in the building. Click that like button. We like you. We really do. Make sure that you like us too. We say, Andre, you should try Latapa Rams. Silver. Okay, cool. You know me. I still got several colognes that I've had for months that are sitting in a box that I'm waiting to present during our cologne episode that's coming up this month. We're gonna have fun with that. I've got a couple of cologne YouTubers that is coming on board to do interviews with. Shout out to El Patron. He said, is it better than Vulcan? It is. Vulcan Few is the clone of God of Fire. God of Fire is supposed to be like this mango-ish scent. I've got the Vulcan Fire up there, which is really great. Don't get me wrong. But this here, when I got Liquid Broom, I was disappointed. It's excellent, but I'll tell you why I was disappointed. Because I already had the Baby Cat clone, the YSL Baby Cat clone, which is a vanilla bomb. And if you can't find Baby Cat, you want to look for Rafaka. And you see my bottle is almost empty. That's how good this is. And then when this came along, I was like, while everybody else was bragging, oh my God, you got to get Liquid Broom. And when I smelled it, I was like, that's nothing but another vanilla of Rafaka, which are excellent both. So if you don't get this clone of Baby Cat, get the clone of Parfum de Marly, which is Liquid Broom. And I'm telling you, they're both basically the same, very masculine vanilla bombs. I kid you not, man. The ladies will want to lick this off you, bro. I can't. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a compliment getter right there. Shout out to our sponsor of the night thus far, MA Black Incarnations. What in the hemoglobin and haberdashery do we have here? We got our brother MAB, who's always on the intro. You guys catch that? Always on the intro. MAB, I'm glad you're here because you're going to be on the video tonight anyway. So, yes, sir, brother. Salute to the OG Andre, Unc Ja, and the chat. Salute to you, kind sir, as well. All right. Let's get ready to get started in a few moments, guys. In a few moments, we're going to get started. We're going to be doing intros. We've got 40 people in the building thus far. I made sure I started just a little early, so I'll let a few of you guys get in. Yes, sir. Shout out to MAB, man. And shout out to all you military men. Shout out to also my man, Don, a.k.a. the Don JP in the building. He said, salute to everyone. Yes, sir. Salute to everyone. He said, catch you in the replay. He said, on a date with a 27-year-old, 5'11" Ukrainian. Not the brunette from Ukraine. Brother, I'm having flashbacks, okay? I told you my Ukrainian, she was a virgin. You said I used the word was. She was 23. Fine as can be. Good times, good times. Enjoy yourself for me. In the words of Michael Jackson, enjoy yourself for me. Shout out to my brother Dion being in the building as well, representing. Glad to see that you're here and showing some love with a $22 love. Shout out to Dion showing the salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're about to get started with this live stream right now in regards to the interview section. So we're about to change the music. Let's change this intro music up. Let's turn that down because we've got a couple of gentlemen that I am excited about doing this interview with, because these guys from the time that I came across them on YouTube until now, they have both been excellent examples of how it's supposed to be done, not just in Cartagena, not just in the States or in Colombia in general, but how you could take the blueprint of how these men have been behaving and carry themselves, and you could take that behavior around the world and succeed. And anytime I come across guys that have that type of ability to land anywhere and be who they are and not have to deal with the headaches and the heartaches that a lot of dudes put themselves through, I always got to get those guys on camera. But before we get started, salute to our guests. I'm drinking some scotch tonight with a little cucumber in there. Shout out to all you third shifters out there that's on your way to work right now. You're going in a little early. Shout out to the second shifters. We're going to ride with you tonight. If you got to do overtime, second shifters, got your back as well. Shout out to all you guys that are riding and listening, who are truck drivers. Be careful out there on the road. Shout out to all you guys that work the railroad or work the ship docks. We got your back tonight, brothers. We understand what you're doing. We appreciate all the military as well as the police out there. Make sure you guys are out there being safe. And all you guys that are flying or at the airport right now, about to enjoy yourself, enjoy your trip thoroughly. Let us know when you land. Here's to you, gentlemen. All right, I'm about to bring our guests up right now, gentlemen. Buckle your seatbelts. I told you this is a pen in hand episode. This is a pen. I'm giving you pre-warning. This is a pen in hand episode. Make sure you guys have your pens and your paper available, because these guys are going to give some great information, not only about the location that they built, but also the how-to steps that many of us, or questions that many of us may have. So if you have any questions about what these guys have done and what they're doing, feel free to put it in the comment section. Let me bring up our guest. Shout out to my brother also, Crypto Dragon Emperor. Yes, sir. He said, I wish I was flying, Dre. Let's bring up our guests right now. Add both of these gentlemen to the stage. Yes, sir. Look at these handsome.
Yo, salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't have me drink.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to the panel. What's good? What's good, Dre?
Everything is great tonight, man. It is good to see you guys. Let me change our background a little bit. I just noticed that our background was it's black. I'm not used to a dark background like that. So let me get us better.
Hey, hold on, man. Me and this dude been hanging out too much, man. Look, we even got the same color shirt on, man. What's going on?
I know, right? Y'all looking like choir rehearsal right now.
That was not planned.
And that's where they come from, that subconscious, just like he said. There we go. That's the background right there that we need. All right.
There we go. What up, Dre?
Hey, man. How you guys doing, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. You know, I can't complain about nothing, bro. I'm good. You know?
I see that background back there. We're going to be talking about that tonight. We're going to be talking about that, gentlemen.
I have no complaints, man. You know, life is good, bro.
I know. Let's get started with this is what we're going to be doing tonight. Panel as well as audience. And shout out to MAB again. Salute to my brother Miguel. Yes, sir. OG of the OGs. Yes, sir. Mr.
Yes, sir. What up, Mob? What up, Mob?
What's good,
yes,
bro?
sir. All right. We're going to talk about first you guys' journey to traveling. Secondly, we're going to talk about you guys' journey in regards to business in Cartagena. Thirdly, we're going to talk about tips that you guys might have or information that you may have in regards to how other guys can either purchase or build or get involved in some of the things that you guys have done, and as well as promoting, we're not going to forget this, promoting the event that you guys have started to have every year. So those are 4 parts that we're going to be talking about. A, you guys. B, the Airbnb. C, any tips that you have. And D, we're going to end by promoting the event that you guys have started with grown men audience only. Pookie free environments. All right. So for both of you, either one of you guys can start, because I'm going to start with the video and then we're going to come back around. Now okay. we're going to do clips in parts of the video throughout the show, so it won't be just a ride through the video. It'll be clips, and then I'll be asking you guys questions. I wish I had some Miguel videos. I really wish I did. Here we go. So we just showing you, Jay, here in regards to Colombia, just some of the things that you've done thus far being here in this country.
And all over the country.
I know, all over. And a lot of guys sleep on that part. And you showcase that there is so much to do.
Yeah, the brother be out there whitewater rafting, man. So come put him in. It's more than Colombia than just the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now that we looked at a little bit, just a tad bit of your adventures out there, what brought you guys to Colombia? I mean, was it the fact that it was because I know you guys are ex-military,
right?
And so let you guys tell your stories.
You start, Miguel.
All right. So, what got me traveling? What brought me to Colombia? Colombia was like a last resort. I was actually supposed to be headed out to Morocco, and this was around. This was like mid-pandemic, but then they had an outbreak out there, and I was stuck. Like I couldn't, they shut the city down, so I couldn't go. I was like, oh my God, I was so glad I got the travel insurance and everything. So I was still working at the time, had my vacation time set. I was going to be out there for 2 weeks, and I was like, man, what am I going to do? So now I'm scrambling. And then I came across Flyboy Way, and I was like, well, let me go down to Colombia. Let me go check out Cali. Came down to Cali solo. When I tell you I had the time of my life, I was down in Cali for 5 days. Mm-hmm. And then I flew back to Fort Lauderdale, linked up with a couple of partners of mine from Philly, and then we headed out to the DR. And so we was out there for like, I think 7 days, 10 days, I don't even remember. But yeah, I had a ball. And that's what really reignited the travel bug for me. So after that trip, it was on. I was out. I think my next trip after that was like 3 months. And then after that trip, because I was like 40 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale Airport, man, I was gone. I was gone once a month for like 2 years, for 2 years straight. And I was gone so much. People started to ask me, they were like, yo, do you live down here now? Do you what are you doing? And then I just said, yeah, why am I not living down there? You know what I mean? So I just, when I did the numbers, I put the numbers down. I put pen to pad, put the numbers down, and I said, hey, I I could actually do this. I can retire early, have a great living, because a lot of times in the United States, we lose it and we think it's about how much you make. And that cost of living over there, it's gotten so crazy that you could make six figures, but you probably spending, so what is, what I mean? So like moving to Colombia, and even traveling around South America, man, it's just I'm actually keeping more money in my pocket than I was when I had a full-time job. Now that I'm retired,
Absolutely.
it's crazy. So
Absolutely.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. For me, what up, chat? What up, Andre? What up, Miguel? Yeah, for me, man, I became one of those retired stay-at-home husbands. And basically, Big Shirley, she wasn't appreciating it. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother out here washing the dishes, cooking, cleaning, doing everything to support her while she was still at work. And I'm still being told, get the F out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you're only going to be able to tell me that too many times. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, it just spit me into a frame of mind where I was like, you know what? It's got to be a better life than this. I'm not ashamed to admit it, man. I'm a 3-time loser, with the marriages or whatever, 2 kids out the deal, but I was more of a settled down type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of those guys that just want to run out here and just go crazy or whatever. I kind of enjoyed the family life, especially considering I grew up in a 1-parent household. You always want what you don't have. So I really tried to go for that. But then, I get into a situation where she was making quite a bit more money than I was after I retired. In my working years, it was cool. But after I retired, she was making more. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the supportive husband. Because I don't mind. In the military, we cook, we clean, we do all that stuff. Right. So it's not a big deal to me, because I know who I am as a man. But she didn't appreciate it, bro. And I was like, you know what? I started looking at YouTube videos. And I came across Flyboy. And he was doing a video about shout out to Flyboy. Started doing a video about Cartagena. I had never been, Andre. Never been in my life. Never been to Colombia. Oh, and something in my spirit was telling me that this is home, just off the strength, right? So I quietly planned my exit. She was at work. I packed up everything but the kitchen sink, and I was in San Francisco, California. And the next day, bro, I was in Cartagena, and didn't look back. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, after brother touched down, I want my husband.
Hey, big head.
hey, but once I got a taste of this Colombia life, ain't no going back, bro. Ain't no going back. I literally been back twice. I went once for my daughter's graduation last year, and I went back to Miami just to get some fingerprints done, and then after I got to Miami, I was like, you know what? They had a last minute cruise sale, so I sent my girl a ticket, and she came from Colombia and did a back-to-back cruise with me. So we were gone for like 2.5 weeks, back to back on the same ship. So it worked out pretty good, man. And I can say, bro, ever since I got here, life has been a lot different.
It has. It has. I've sat back and I watched you guys' journey by by your page, and it's amazing how I sit back and I've watched the evolution of you gentlemen as well as my own evolution. It makes me feel good to know that it's not just me that has evolved in the journey of my life, but I get to sit back and gleam and watch other brothers and be happy for you guys, whether it be relationships, whether it be seeing the kids getting older, whether it be seeing you guys as far as what we're about to talk about now, as far as the development of your Airbnb. Shout out to you gentlemen.
Same here, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's go back to
here. We appreciate everything, man, you've done for the travel community, and definitely want to thank you for letting us on your platform, man, to let them experience a little bit about what we got going on here in Cartagena.
Oh yeah. Now, if you guys don't mind for us right now, could you send me in the private chat any links to the Rooftop Republic in Cartagena? That's the name of the Airbnb, if I'm not mistaken. The Rooftop Republic. If you guys have any links, I don't care if it's Airbnb, I don't care if it's just direct links, I don't care if it's how to contact you guys. Could you drop any
Can you
links
check
that you guys have?
Can you check the WhatsApp? Because I think I already sent you the links to the IG and everything, and the website.
Okay, so you sent it to me. Okay, cool.
I sent it to you on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in. I'm gonna drop it in the also too, though.
Okay, cool.
You can go ahead and drop him again, then that's fine. Yeah. So you don't have to look for it.
Drop it in there for me because I want to share it in the comments.
Okay, appreciate it.
Oh yeah. And so what made you guys say, hey, why don't we open up an Airbnb?
Well, I think I should start with that. So the first thing, if I have to go back 2.5 years ago, man, I got here to Cartagena and I made a lot of mistakes, bro. I'm not going to even lie. And it wasn't because I was doing anything stupid or whatever. I think it was just not knowing, lack of knowledge. So my original goal, when I even started messing with social media, YouTube groups, I didn't want anybody to have to go through. Like, I'll give you an example. My first week, right? Andre, I liquidated everything, and I'm like, yo, pockets sitting fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, give me the penthouse in the Hyatt Regency. I'm about to ball out, right? Bro, let's just say I was the only cat in the penthouse, okay? They was like, look, I tried to bring some work up in that joint. They was like, where you going? I was like, to my room. Oh no, Poppy. She need to be registered prior to, I'm used to how we do things in the United States. And so luckily I met some good brothers on the plane. They had a mansion and they was like, bro, just come. Man, dude, I bought a penthouse for a whole week and never spent one night there. Never. I hung out with those brothers. Shout out to my boy Courtney, if you watch him, but I appreciate you, brother. Met him on the plane. Never knew him. And that was my first welcome to Cartagena. And it shows you how things evolve. He just came this week and wanted to support me and rent it from my spot. And he was like, bro, I can't believe 2.5 years ago, this was you, that same dude or whatever, so it just shows you we all evolve, you know what I'm saying? And my love for it, starting off with the groups and all that stuff, it's like I was truly trying to educate guys on how to move around here, because when I first got here, man, a brother, I think he had just retired or something, man, and he got deleted over a little shame, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I want to teach guys how to move around here safely. And I just found out, Andre, man, that no matter what I say, even though my heart was in the right place and Miguel's heart is in the right place, no matter what we say, man, it's like that thing will win out every time, bro. And if for some reason we just will not use common sense, we've told guys about the doubling up, we've told guys about not letting them get the cab. You get your own damn driver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they just won't listen. And then guys pillow talking and everything. So pretty much I'm done with the groups or whatever. But if somebody still need information, you can reach me. Especially if he drops the ID website, you can DM me if you don't have my personal number. A lot of people have my number, but I'm just saying you can still get in touch with me without having a group. But what I'm finding is people have their own agendas. And Miguel and I, we're trying to build something for those that higher echelon traveler. We've had NFL guys, you know what I'm saying? I've had some NBA guys, but I don't name drop because that's not important. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, those are the type of people that we've sponsored and nobody even knew they were in town. So we're definitely down with privacy. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in everything. Don't need to be on video, Andre.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Especially these high level guys, some of them got families. Some of them got, just they don't want their business out there. So sometimes we pick guys up at the airport and nobody even knew they was in Cartagena, and I like it that way. But we're happy to be where we're at. And the main question about why did we start this? Well, when you hear about fellas getting robbed, when you hear about them getting scoped, we tried to say, you know what? And also, I feel like automatically when you come to Colombia, you're at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the language barrier or lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I refuse to let another fellow American or anybody that mess with me, European, whoever, get screwed over by these people that's talking about you my brother, you my color. Nah, that don't mean nothing here, bro.
Yeah,
them the ones that'll get you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the cats that'll get you. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I want to start an Airbnb, right? And then I got to going and everything, man, and money got kind of funny because this is something, if you don't know. So take a pen and pad if you're interested in doing business down here. Pretty much everything here is cash. Ain't no credit, ain't no mortgages. No. So I've had that question posed to me 1,000 times. This is not America. And you know what I'm saying? When you pay in cash and the bill starts getting up there, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 or whatever, I'm like, I need some help. And Miguel and I had met just sitting outside the club, and it was just like right instantly, we just hit it off. You know what I'm saying? And now we're like best friends. And about a quarter of the way through the project, I asked him, did he want to jump on board? And he was like, absolutely, bro. Like, literally, man, we did this shit on a handshake like they did back in the old days. You know what I'm saying?
Old school,
and,
yes, sir.
And you know how they say some of the best deals are made on the golf courses or whatever. I mean, now we got paperwork, but I'm just saying initially we didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that brother's been there for me, unlike anybody I've ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? We have the same vision. And you know what, Andre? Worst case scenario, let's say it didn't work. Let's say the brothers just did not want to support. Man, look, he gonna take one floor, I'm gonna take the other floor, and we living in this mansion. Because to be honest, bro, we're good already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this as a bragging thing, because I worked my ass off, bro. Nobody gave me nothing. Nobody gave Miguel anything. He did a lot of years in the government, sector. I did a lot of years as a truck driver, surgical technologist, working weekends, nights off. Like, I didn't get any freedom until I moved here, and now I get to finally relax. So, I get a lot of calls from a lot of young guys, man, and they asked me. They said, "Man, I'm Jay. I want to move down to Cartagena." I'm like, "How old are you?" And they're like 25. I'm like, "Bro, you got to have some money over here. Like, this ain't as cheap." Yeah, it's like, bro, you gotta build your war chest stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then make that move. This ain't easy, So, yeah, man. So the main reason why we wanted to open it up was basically safety, bro. We wanted to look out for our fellow brothers. That's our main reason, to be honest.
There we go. And to piggyback off of with pen in hand, gentlemen, to piggyback off of what these gentlemen are saying, they're absolutely correct. Whether you are a foreigner or a local here in Colombia, only 3% of Colombians have a mortgage. I'll say that again. That's it. I know in the United States, we're used to everybody having a mortgage when it comes to purchasing a home. Here in Colombia, for the most part, you have either you're investing in a piece of real estate, like an apartment is going up, and then they say, hey, give us a $25,000 of the $100,000 apartment, and then in 2 years you have had it paid off before we finish building this apartment complex. That's one way to get finance. But for the most parts, for locals as well as foreigners, you got to come with the cash. Colombia has a 3% mortgage. So all you guys that ask us about what the interest rates of mortgages, can I get a bank loan? Colombians can't get a bank loan.
it'll
Right.
and if you can, and if you can get one, you don't want it because the interest
You don't
rates
want it.
is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, the interest rates on mortgages. So
yes, sir.
That's why a lot of Colombians, and even of that 3%, a lot of them, they'll have their mortgage paid off in under 5 years.
Yep.
Facts. Like my old lady, man. When I met her, I actually bought my first house from her after she was going through a divorce, and so she had this house, and it was too big for her just by herself, and her son was about to graduate from college. And she had already downsized and bought another condo. Both of these places, bro, were paid for. And I was like, damn, you ain't got no mortgage or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So the only thing I had to do was throw some hot water in that joint. You know, they out here in Cartagena, bro, they don't deal with hot water. So I'm like, I gotta have hot water. So I put a hot water system in and pretty much rehab the whole place. So because they don't really, you know, they can't afford a lot of upgrades that we're used to. So that's something that I chose to do. And, you know, to those fellas, man, I hear a lot of rumors out there like, man, ain't nothing but 304s in Colombia. And I was like, where you been? Well, I only been to Hollywood Beach. I've been to the clock tower or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you are missing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Miguel and I, we work out together when he's in country. The gym we go to, bro, it's so much good work up in that joint. I'm like, bro, it's like a field day. You know, but you gotta get out of the tourist areas. But when a guy goes down to the Hollywood Beach and then they're sending me a picture of her talking about I found my future wife, and I'm like, bro, I'm serious, Andre. Like, you don't, bro. I'm telling you, I'm writing a book, right? I'm literally gonna write a book, and all this information I piled up. Man, I've heard some of the craziest stuff. Brothers buying refrigerators, they're buying air conditioning units, they're buying sending the kids to college, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, oh man, when are these guys are gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? I ain't no pocket watcher, right? If that's what you choose to do, then that's on you, bro. But you won't be able to say, Jay didn't tell you, you know, because it's diabolical, bro. I know guys sending 3 bands a month.
And it's,
and she's still out there in the streets. You know what I mean? So my job is to just, hey, I'm going to put the information out. Whether you use it or not, that's on you at this point.
That's so true. Let's get a shout out real quick to our brother Theo Wolf in the building. Shout out to our professor in cloud engineering for many of us. Theo said, can I stay at your place when I come to Colombia? Will I receive tacos? In Colombia? No. But arepas and empanadas? Yes, you can receive those, Theo. Shout out to you with the $5 love, man. Shout out to you. And so let's get ready to go, because I know we're going to continue to talk about how there's a difference between let's continue on with this. The difference between the ladies that are I always put them in categories. Beautiful bottom feeders, the ladies that are gorgeous, they may be nice, but they ain't going nowhere in life. I'll say this again. Beautiful and nice, but they ain't going nowhere in life. Second category, the scammer chicks. They just out for the scam. The hustlers. The party girls. Number 3. These ladies are built only for the club and the partying and one night stands only. You can't take them serious, gentlemen. And then lastly are the faithful pay for play. These ladies are just ladies of the night. They're trying to make $1 make $1, do something strange for a piece of change. Those ladies. Those are the 4 categories that a lot of guys run across when they go to any country. The beautiful bottom feeder, the scammer, the pay for play, and the party girl. And they make the mistake of putting these women in the category of the other 50 million women in our country. Yes. And they think that small pool that they deal with are the
very
norm.
small.
And we're here to tell you that the party girls, the bottom feeders, the pay for play, you guys have those women in rotation. Those ladies that you guys deal with are like back in the States when I was a kid, you had the refundable Faygo bottles in Detroit. Those are they're just recycled. So you guys are really sleeping with the same ones, but this whole pool of ladies over here are good women. They're waiting for you. They want to enjoy time with you. They want to get to know you. They're the ones in the gyms. They're the ones that are walking through the mall that you can talk to. They're very approachable in these countries, but they don't get the camera time that these women over here get. So guys assume that Colombia is or Brazil is or Thailand is. No, it's these women are their own little pool of women that guys share. And the majority of women in most countries are not a part of that pool. Am I correct, gentlemen?
100%. And these guys, like in the groups, what Unc was talking about earlier, man, like we've had several groups, man, and it's hilarious, man. These guys, they will want to go to war behind these chicks, man. And it's just like, bro, just and like, I don't know what else to say other than enjoy your time. Like, you here for a good time, not a long time. And then when you leave, cut it off. Like, cut it off, man. These dudes be Western Union poppies and PayPal pimping and doing all kind of it's crazy.
Yeah.
And like
my
when
man Aaron, go ahead, brother.
Like, no, I was saying, and then when you're actually like myself and Jay, when you're actually on boots on the ground, so to speak, like you see it, and then like I'm not gonna hold you, like I've become close with some of the girls, and I see some of the stuff, I can't believe it. It's one shorty showed me a PayPal receipt. The dude sent her $700. He just wanted to go out and have dinner with her, and I was like, wait, what? And she said, yeah, no. I said, wait a minute, only dinner? She said, yeah. I said, well, what if he wants something else? Oh, that's $1,500. I said, Lord have mercy.
Cartagena? $1,500, dude.
She showed me receipts, bro. I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
PayPal pimping at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
It
these
is
girls, and these girls, they cast the net, man. They cast the net. They'll send out the same, something's always going wrong. Oh, my grandma died for the 5th time this year. And you send me some money. Like, damn, how many abuelas you got? Like,
I'm going to school again. I'm rolling to school again.
mm-hmm.
My baby needs food. Here's a photo of the empty refrigerator.
Hey, I'd have heard the. Oh, what did she do? Oh, she's in school. Man, that chick 35 years old. She ain't in nobody's school. Come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, Andre, I've shown guys video proof. Oh man, she had braces when I got with her, whatever. I go back, look at the video, and I still shoot it, blow it up. Man, that mouth was full of iron. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Dre,
we looking like Paul Wall on that joint, bro. I'm like, come on, man.
These dudes be crashing, man. They be, I mean,
they
crashing, bro.
They crash. They really
crashing,
do.
Bro.
Yeah.
And this is where, in audience, this is the reason why we present mature audiences only on this channel, as well as we're bringing on mature audience with these gentlemen, because they're telling you the same stories that T-Mac and J. Clyde tell about how to move in Medellin, as well as how we and others have said how to move in Cali. These gentlemen are saying there is a better way to maneuver in between Cartagena, Barranquilla, and Santa Marta, that whole coastal Atlantico area. It's a better way to move to meet quality, not just quality. Even if you're only here for a week as a weekend warrior, you still don't have to put up with. You don't have to tolerate a woman she's comfortable with $1,500 because the last simp did it.
And bro, when you think about the minimum wage,
I know.
I mean, bro, that's like 4 months worth of income for most families.
And these,
That's 4 months worth of income. Like they do not. And to be honest with you, Andre, a lot of the, let's say the real, like the baddies, right? Do these cats not realize that these chicks make more than them? They put this little sad story on. Think about it like this, right? If a guy makes $50,000 a year, that's roughly about $1,000 gross. So by the time you take the taxes out and the insurance and everything, let's say he brings home $750 a week. I know chicks that's making $300-400 in one day. So this chick making more than you. And then think about it. If she got 100 dudes in her WhatsApp and she sent 100 messages out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, say if 10 guys or 5 guys pay her $400 or $500, she just hit a lick. But I tell guys, unless you live in Colombia, you don't need no girlfriend.
Said it again,
unless you live here, you don't need no girlfriend at all. You know?
And even some of the
do your
ones
thing at the hole, man, and keep it moving, bro.
And even some of the ones that live there, they still like they don't. Some of the ones that we met that live there, man, they won't take their time and go out and meet regular girls. They still in that party weekend mode, messing with these. It's crazy.
I know a dude that I often share this story. White guy moved to Medellin. First 6 months on pay for play alone. First 6 months, 100,000. He went through 100,000 in 6 months in Medellin, Colombia, on pay for play.
And it's easy to do. It is easy to do, bro. Like people think that these countries are cheap. When they describe these countries to live in, and they'll say, okay, you can live in Colombia for $500 a month. Okay, that may be true, right? But that ain't American standards. That's not including the partying. That's not including if you got vices. You know what I'm saying? All that's just a basic Colombian living in a tin roof with a dirt floor or whatever. When you start getting into places where you're gonna feel comfortable, you're talking some pretty good money. I mean, yes, is it still cheaper than America? Absolutely. But I don't want to ever let people have the impression that you can live in Cartagena for $500 a month. I'd say a good number that I like to say is anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 you can live, and that's without tricking off a lot. That's like cooking your food, living in a good place, water, hot water, you know, just your base, and able to go out to dinner every night. You can do that off of that. But when you're talking about tricking, I know some guys, man, that literally have, how can I say, they've been here for 7 years, still living out of a hotel, bro. Still living out of a hotel, still living, still basically out there pay for play. Now I'm not against it. I don't de-police. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do you? Matter of fact, I say if you just visited, do what you do and get up out of here. I'm talking about the guys that actually live here. After a while, you should be like, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep doing this all the time. I think everything needs a balance. Too much of anything is a bad thing to me. True. And guys don't understand when they come down here. They be like, "Man, I'm Jay. I want to link up or whatever." Well, man, I'm 56 years old, bro. And I got a girl. I'm not trying to be out there partying all the time. Now, I will step out every once in a while, but that's just not something that I want to do on a regular basis because one, it's too expensive. You know what I mean? And I try to stay on a budget because I'm focused. Miguel and I already focused on the next project. You know, I'd rather spend my money on that stuff than giving it for drinks and all that other crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I agree with you in regards to that. Let's go to you guys. Let's go back to the video for a second. I'm going to pull up the video one more time. Once again, the name of the location. We've dropped the links. Actually, let's go to the website. What are you doing, Dre? We can come back to the video. Let's go to the website. And make sure I have that on screen. All right, let's scroll down a little bit.
Sir.
Let's go to the website, the Rooftop Republic, Cartagena. Colombia, beautiful. Let's look at the video right here. We're gonna look at this video again, but I like how you slowed it down in regards to the drone shot. Wait a minute, what did I just do? Give me a second, guys.
All right.
Wi-Fi issues. Welcome to Colombia. But while that's processing, let's scroll down a little bit. And as you guys want to drop the link one more time, I'll be dropping all the links throughout the night for you guys that are interested in coming to Colombia.
Yeah, and then
we're gonna come back to some of the questions.
And as you can see, man, I had to go with the red. We needed our pop of color.
Yes, sir. Classic red door. When I first saw the red door, I was like, oh yeah, these are Americans right here. These are Americans. The accommodations look great. We got the deluxe room. We got private bathrooms. We got the security cams, very important. As you can see up top right here, gentlemen, in the top left-hand quarter, you got the security cam so you can feel comfortable in regards to that. And it's not about invading your privacy, it's making sure that you have privacy. It's making sure that you have privacy and safety. And then we have the amenities, of course, and the local host speaks English, so you don't have to worry about that in regards to when you first come in. Let me ask you gentlemen this. I want to ask you guys this.
Lord.
How far away from the airport are you guys? How many minutes?
So I would say it all depends on the time of day. We're less than 10 miles away from the airport.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but that, like I said, that depends on the time of day. Anybody who's spent any significant time in Cartagena, they know about the traffic. So
true.
Yeah, that can vary. That time, that airport run, it could be 30 minutes to an hour and 30, depending on, like I said, depending on the time of the day. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, we got the outdoor television just in case you guys want to watch the Detroit Pistons winning, doing amazing things. Shout out to the Pistons and shout out to OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder, that are right now just destroying everyone. Shout out to those guys. As well as places to relax. As you guys can see, the pool area, rooftop. You can enjoy the cool breezes that come through Cartagena in the evening. You guys get a chance to enjoy your lady friend, kick back as you get a chance to enjoy and watch other couples that are there. Because I know me and Andrea, we're people watchers. We enjoy our time, but we really enjoy seeing other couples enjoying their time as well. And so as you scroll down, there's more information on the website that you guys can glean off of. A lot of people don't realize that Cartagena is becoming slowly but surely the new Miami. Cartagena had last year in 2024 had over 4.3 million visitors. Medellin had 3.6 million visitors. But Cartagena, 4.3 million visitors and growing. A lot more people are investing, especially people of color, such as we are investing in Cartagena because they're seeing what could take place in Cartagena in the long run. So Colombia is really becoming a hot spot. Why go to Miami and spend all that money?
I don't know if something happened. I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me? Hold on for a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Can you hear me?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
That was my fault. That was my fault, gentlemen.
All right.
Okay. Yes, sir. Shout out to Detroit.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
To the Detroit boys. You know how we act. You know how we get in public. Shout out to you, Detroit boys. Thank you very much for letting me know about the audio, guys. It was my fault. Let's go back to the top of the website just to make sure, to let you guys see everything that I was just talking about. Now we see the drone shot. We're going to see that again tonight. So in a beautiful neighborhood, so you guys don't have to feel like, is it a thugged out neighborhood? It's really nice. So that's the cool part. He's got the rooftop, as you guys can see, even though as the video processes. We got the red door, as you guys were talking about. Hope you guys can still hear me. And the accommodations in regards to, and as I was mentioning before, the camera up top on the right hand for your security purposes. No matter what country you go to, you want to make sure you feel secure. And then we'll talk about all the amenities that are available, the Wi-Fi and the air conditioning and the private room with the shower, as well as the laundry service that are available, the pool with the jacuzzi. Yes, sir. As well as the security and safety. And that's the most important part for many of us. No matter where we go in the world, we want to feel secure and safe as we enjoy ourselves. And these guys have created an atmosphere for us to enjoy. Yeah. Right here, like I said, if you want to sit back and enjoy the sporting events and just relax by the pool, you can, day or at night. And as you can see, the crowds out there and just having a good time. So bring your lady friend, or just some of you fellas just want to hang out. You can do that as well. And there are also information in regards to the each spot regarding the rooftop. And then we talk about some of the reviews and the management team, the tours in Cartagena. There's a lot to see, guys, in as well as on the outskirts of Cartagena. And I'm going to let these guys kind of speak about Miguel speak about some of the things that are on the outskirts of Cartagena, as well as within Cartagena, that you can enjoy while you're there.
Yeah. So what we, Dre. So what we have to, we actually have to update the site, because we also have a full service kitchen in there too. So we got, we made it so you can have everything on premises. We got a bar and grill set up. I know Jay's in the last, I think he's showing it right now, but he's in the last, there's our kitchen.
Let's give him the solo.
Yeah. Got the bar. We got the slushy machines, for those frozen drinks. Yeah, we got the grill.
There we go.
He's muted. Yeah, you muted.
Yeah, let me see if I.
Yeah. We trying to get it in and then playing us.
Okay, give us one more time.
Hey, Jay, go back to the kitchen, Jay.
Un momento. Por favor, I'm on the line. Hey man, I want to bring somebody in right quick. It's my guy JD. He's one of our clients.
Yes, sir. Hit one of those.
Hey, JD having a ball, man. We doing our thing, having a good time,
Yes, sir.
Tell them how it's been for you so far here at Rooftop.
So first thing first, I do a lot of traveling, but when you're able to come somewhere and have direct contact to whatever you want to do, it's that much better. When you got to question things and where's this and where's that, versus like somebody who living in the ambiance of everything you're looking for, why wouldn't you support the situation? So it's been a blessing for me being somebody who travel a lot, being able to run into Jay the first time and through somebody else, the word of mouth. And that's the whole point of being around good people. So it's been a blessing, man, for me on my experience being in Cartagena, for sure.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yes,
and definitely tap in with us next time. But
Yes, sir.
That's one of our customers live and in session, man. And, things do come in twos, baby. He living his best life, bro.
He said, "Are cigars allowed?"
Yeah.
Are cigars allowed?
Yeah, man. We out here living our best life, bro.
All right. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, another brother that I'm throwing a birthday party for, he was like, man, holla at on Jay. And he was going to Cali to get some dental work done. He's like, man, I want to come out to Cartagena for about 3 days. I'd never been. This is his first time. And this is his second day. And let's just say he in full swing, enjoying his life, man. That's what we got it for. But you know what? He's safe. Because the thing about it, Andre, let's say if these two decided to try to take some things that they shouldn't, they can't get out. Because we got a double lock on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So not only do you have to punch a code to get in, you got to punch a code to get out.
And we're going to get to that. I want to go to the video because we're going to get to some of the things, the amenities that you guys have been mentioning about the kitchen. I got a little video of that, as well as
Yes.
the locks and things like that. So we're going to walk through that real quick. I'm going to pull this up on stage, add to the
Okay.
stage. So that's the outside, guys.
That's the
that you
front
can
of the
see during
joint.
the day. Beautiful, very modern. This is not uncommon in Colombia because a lot of people are really building a lot of modern structures. And this, love the architecture, gentlemen. Great job. Great job. Let's continue on. All right. So we know that in Cartagena, you have the old location in Cartagena, which is the historic location, the historic side. These areas are not too far from the airport, depending on traffic, like our brother Miguel just said. Depending on the traffic, is not too far from the airport. So you have all, and this is just a small section of Cartagena. Most people don't know that many of us only hang out in maybe 5% of Cartagena, if maybe 10% at most. Most of us have never been into Cartagena. We've been into the tourist or the limited area, which is nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that Cartagena really is a larger city than most of us know about. Am I correct, gentlemen?
Absolutely. Absolutely correct.
All right. All right. So let's continue on with the video.
What up, what up? This your man Marcus A. Brown. I'm out here in Cartagena, Colombia. Just popped out here for the weekend to check out the Rooftop Republic CTG. They just had their grand opening this month. This is a veteran-owned, American-owned, Black-owned, Colombian-owned Airbnb. They got a rooftop bar with a pool, a common area to hold.
Look there, gentlemen. So they got the nice rooftop with the pool. What hours are the pool open, by the way?
All right, so when we're having an event, the pool is, I would say when we're having an event, we keep it open until like 2, 3 in the morning.
Right.
You know, but just on a regular night, if we're not having like this was an event, and they were out there. I think Jay told me they were out there until like 4 in the morning. But just on a regular night, we shut it down like 10 o'clock. Normally,
Okay.
like 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Kind of like most places do.
Yeah.
Most places shut their pools down at 10 o'clock just for safety features.
Right.
Looks amazing. Just excellent work, excellent architecture. 2 levels of being able. Now look at this, gentlemen. I want you guys to realize this. They have not just one rooftop. They actually have 2 rooftops. One that has a pool and one that's a little bit higher. So you could just enjoy the landscape and the views as well. So if you're not splish splashing and enjoying yourself in the pool area, you can also enjoy the area that's up top, and that's another good thing as well.
So we like to call that the VIP.
All right, VIPs.
Yes,
And you
sir.
can enjoy the game. Let's bring back MAB. Let me bring the volume back up for MAB. Give me a second. Bring that back up. There we go.
And we'll give y'all a quick walkthrough.
Welcome to Colombia. Hey, we got something special today to show you. It's been a lot of hard work, just trying to do something different out here for the people. We got a lot of events and a lot of things in plan for the future. So without further ado, I'll turn you over to my manager, Ruben.
Yeah. Hi guys, how are you? Rooftop Republic CTG, you're welcome. Follow me. So here with the fingerprint.
All right. Tell us about the locking system, because that's the first thing.
Yeah, pretty much. One of the first things that's good, it takes a picture of your butt as soon as you come in. You know what I'm saying? And everything goes to my phone, and I can save it until I know that you're safe. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep everything in a cloud just in case anything happens. Second of all, you know, we got different. I can set it up for a phone. I can set it up for facial recognition or anything. So, like, say for instance, you go and you lose your key. Well, I don't have to come to the place to let you in. I can just do it from my phone and get you inside, or give you a code to get in or whatever. So we got a bunch of different things that we're looking at as far as safety. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that you said that, because I drop off a lot of guys to their Airbnbs. You know, I pick them up from the airport,
right,
and I drop the guys off at their Airbnbs. And it will amaze you how many guys have either difficulty with the key codes or their keys. And there have been times we've had at 12 o'clock at night, call the host, wake the host up, have the host actually either come out or actually have to walk us through, because I remember one time the key code was around the doorknob, but it was jet black, and so you couldn't see
the numbers were scratched off.
Right, and so you're looking like, wait a minute, we were out there to 1:30 in the morning, me and the guy.
Oh,
and
man.
So the lady kept saying it's around the door. What, dude? Something just made me look at the doorknob, and I saw this black circle, and when I pushed the black circle, all the numbers lit up. So just imagine if it was a situation where you guys, like you said, you could just validate that that's the person, let them in, and then handle the situation regarding the key and so forth tomorrow morning.
Yes. And it's the same way even with the room doors. I can control everything remotely from my phone. So we wanted to go high tech with everything. And with the I just want to make sure that guys are good to go. So what I do is like some of the hosts, you never see them. You come here, you're gonna see me. So not only are you getting a free consultation, because anything that you need in the city, I'm gonna plug you up with, and you're gonna get, put it like this, you're gonna get the best price in the city, no matter what. Because we're not thriving off commission off of that other stuff. We just want you to support us. If you support us, we're gonna make sure you're good. So you don't need somebody taking you around the city and all that other stuff. Like a guy was like, man, I don't know how to get to the airport. I said, well, your boy put us on Google Maps. So all you got to do is type in Rooftop Republic CTG in the Uber app, and it'll bring you straight to the front door. Not one person has gotten lost. That's all you got to do. So we paid money to make sure that the business was searchable in Google. And when you actually get here and we get you all set up, I make the guys go through getting in and getting out at least 3 times. And I do that on purpose because I don't want you calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about you can't get in. I also text you the code on WhatsApp, and I send you a message through the Airbnb site. So I'm going to make sure you know what you're doing. Now, if you get toe up like one person did, and he can't even get the code, he can't get the code because he blasted. That's on him. That ain't on me. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I was at the spot, so I was able to get him in. But he's sitting there like, I can't get in. And I can't. What are you talking about? But it is what it is. But I'm always secretly paying attention, man, because I don't want anybody to leave here not feeling like they felt completely safe. And so far, man, like Marcus was actually here a couple weeks ago, man. Came, chopped it up with Unc, and wanted to support us when he did the video. And he was like, bro, hands down, one of the best places I've been to. And that was a big compliment coming from nephew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to MAB. Let's go back to the video as well and let you guys see a little bit more of what's available for you guys in Cartagena, Colombia. So let me bring the volume back up.
The fingerprint, you can access directly to the hotel.
Tell us about your host. Tell us about the
host. So the host is actually my girlfriend's son. Yeah, it's my girlfriend's son. He just graduated. Shout out to Ruben. Just graduated from college. And so my thing is, Andre, I believe in you teach a man to fish and he eat forever, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
What I try to do is, instead of having hanger-ons and people like that, I put them to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I'm giving him something. So now he's one of the hottest promoters in Cartagena. So like, we got a whole nother business on the side, Miguel and I, that has nothing to do with gringos. Like tomorrow, this place will be packed full of young, professional people. As you saw in the other video you showed earlier that had the Colombian people in there. All those were Colombian professionals, man. And they come over here every weekend, bro. And we cook food for them. They drink, hang out at the pool, listen to music. So we're gonna be all right, you know. So originally we only built it for Americans, and then we said, why not? You know, especially during those slow times. But obviously, you guys in the chat and around the world, you guys are our first priority. But in between, you know, in between time, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna rock with who rock with us.
Yes, sir. Especially knowing that for guys like me that live in Colombia,
yeah,
that enjoy rooftops.
Yes,
I like the fact that I'm an exclusive type of guy.
Yes,
I tell guys I'm bougie. Yes, I am. And I like exclusiveness. I love going to spots where yes, I can enjoy a cigar, some scotch, and I can sit back and I know that I'm in the spot that most brothers either don't know about or don't have access to. I don't feel comfortable with places that everybody has access to immediately. I love being able to say I paid a little bit more for safety and exclusiveness. That's what.
I'm glad you said that, Andre, man, because I've been getting the business, man. I'm like, look, bro, we put a lot of money into this, and this wasn't no loan. This was like our hard-earned life savings, both of us. You know what I mean? And so when cats like I said, I've traveled a lot. So when I've traveled, I've spent $500 a night some places. I've spent $400 a night, even more, depending on what type of event it was. So when I got guys sending me messages talking about, let me get the hookup, you know what, bro, $150 or $200 a night on the weekend, that's too high, man. But wait, you'll give a chick $300, $400 for 1 hour. Make it make sense to me.
Ain't no hookup.
And to be honest, Andre, it's just certain people we don't want. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We want act right, grown men. That's what we want. We don't want somebody that we got to babysit. They can come, have a good time. Like the brother y'all we just interviewed. He got the whole freaking place to himself. And he got his 2 young ladies and they was enjoying the pool. Now they done disappeared. But ain't nobody acting a fool. You don't hear the music up loud. We wanna fly under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a good thing coming. Police done been by here, checked everything out. My girl, she be like, oh, welcome. And she's giving them a couple Cokes and they went on about their business because they don't know what we got going on in here. And that's the way we keep this thing safe and secure. Because I'm telling you, the way that the old Cartagena used to be is about to disappear, Andre. Like, everything is moving out into the city. It's getting away from the tourist area. They don't want that activity there, and it's partly to blame with the creek cameras. You know, they basically put it out there on Front Street, and now they're embarrassed. I mean, technically, you and I both know if they wanted to get rid of it, they could just change the laws.
True.
But who gonna take care of these babies? Who gonna feed these people? You know, so it's a weird space that we're in right now. But I don't want to be seen as promoting. If you call me and you ask me on Airbnb, is it guest friendly? I'm not going to even answer you. They will delete your account. And guest friendly can mean a bunch of different things. Guest friendly can mean well, can Andre come up here and do a show in my room or whatever? So that's the thing about it. I hate it. It seems like the pendulum went from one end all the way to the other one, and there's no medium ground. But if you check us out, we will let you have anybody in here as long as she doesn't have a record of anything bad, because a lot of the bad chicks, the word gets around on them. So if she's on the X list, she got to go. Also, don't come up in here with no underage. I'm calling the police. Yep, Uncle Snitch. I'm calling the police. We ain't dealing with that crap. So we're gonna check IDs, and if they're not above 21, they got to go. My thing is 21. I don't want no kids up in here.
Absolutely correct.
I don't even want it to be close, because they're not gonna blame the people that did it. They're gonna say these gringo veterans, Miguel and Jay, they're having they're doing sex tourism and all this other stuff. But we're like, what are you talking about? And they're trafficking underage. I'm like, nah, bro.
I got a question for you. This is a good question Theo asked. Theo say, can I bring Chewbacca? Chewbacca is his little dog. Are you guys pet friendly in certain areas of the Airbnb? Or have
You know what? We never really
Never-
crossed
we
that
never-
before.
that's a good
You know,
question.
that's a good question. I would say we're gonna do it a case by case basis. You know what I mean? But preferably not. You know, but it just kind of depends. Me and Miguel and I may talk it over and say, okay, if you put a deposit down, so if Fido chew on the bed or something, you got to buy that bed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'd prefer not, but I don't want to close off some good guys that maybe want to travel and got a good dog, and I definitely don't want them on the pool deck at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what? It probably wouldn't be recommended. This is why. We got a system set up where when you take the key card out, the air conditioning turns off, so he can't be in there with the air conditioning in this weather. It gets hot.
Yeah, that's true.
So that wouldn't be a good idea. So I didn't even think of that till now.
That's true. You don't want that to happen to a pet. Yeah, but I'm glad Theo asked that question. That's a really
that's something I hadn't even really thought about. But yeah, with the air conditioning, because we know some people will just leave the air conditioner on and they gone for 10 hours in a day. So we just made our system where you got the key slot and you put the key card in and it'll turn off or turn on.
And it saves you on utility costs as
Oh
well.
God, does it? Yes, sir.
Let's continue on with the video portion.
Yeah.
We have several suites here. Safes.
You got the safe in there. Let's bring that beat
Please,
back.
please use it, fellas. Please use the safe.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely correct. So you have no excuses regarding your property, your passports, and other things. Take advantage of the safe.
Exactly. And in Cartagena, I can't speak on anywhere else, but pretty much I take a picture of my passport and then I put it in the safe, and then you never have to touch that passport again until you leave.
True.
So that's just a little safety tip for you guys, you know, because you can lose your wallet, you can lose credit cards, you can get them canceled, but if you lose that passport, you got a problem. So best thing, just take a picture of it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my man Corporal T being in the building. Corporal ST, that is. Shout out to you, brother. Let's continue on with the video section. This is really good.
Oh, the street view, the window.
That view, that's what I'm talking about. Nice view. Open up the doors, sunlight coming in. You get a chance to enjoy that. So you don't even have to, if you don't want to, you don't even have to turn on the lights. You can sit back and just enjoy the natural light that comes through. So you guys thought about that. Great.
Street view, natural lighting.
Yes, sir. The natural light. Night.
The bathroom.
There we go. The bathroom right there. Yes, sir, gentlemen. Look at now let's bring back the view. Bring that beat back, Dre. Bring that view back. Look at that
sir.
View, so you get a chance to sit back if you want to enjoy the sunset, sunrise. You want to sit back and just enjoy the atmosphere. You want to whisper in your lady friend's ear, girl, we had a good time last night. See, Poppy,
and most spots, Andre, you can't do that. They basically, like, you know, for the cheaper guys, okay, if you just want a bed, a regular old double bed that's brown, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been so many bodies up in that joint and they got no protection on the mattresses or whatever, go get that $50 room. If you want something exclusive, you want breakfast when you wake up, your coffee, so we don't even really, honestly, we don't even consider ourselves an Airbnb. We use the Airbnb platform, but really we're a boutique hotel.
There we go. I like that. And I like that, especially for Cartagena.
Yes, because most places you can't even relax with your chick. It's one spot, bro. You got to pay every person you bring through. Then you gotta break off the security at the front desk. Then 5 o'clock come in the morning, they banging on your door telling
knocking
you
on the door.
she got to get up out that joint. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, okay, we try to think of everything for you guys to make it turnkey. All you got to do is book your flight. Unc Jay got a guy that, hey, if you need a ride from the airport, he'll come pick you up if you're not comfortable. And he speaks English. He worked on the cruise ships for 25 years before he started this business. We can get you a boat. We can get you a tour Palenque. We can get you everything that you can do in a tourist area. And we'll get you to the tourist area. We'll get you everywhere you need to be. So don't worry about, I know this is off the beaten path, but we got everything out here. We got a casino. We got bars. We got rooftops. This is like a little secret gym. And that's what made me fall in love with this place. And I'm up here on that top deck right now. And this is the view.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let me give you the whole screen. There we go.
Yeah, so we got, you can see all of Cartagena from here, man. So we're doing our thing, bro, you know, and we just really, you know, we would appreciate you guys' support, man. And in return, we're going to give you great service. You know, ain't nothing for Unc Jay to get on that grill, bro, and cook your lunch for you. You know, whether you want shrimp po' boys, whether you want Philly, well, I ain't gonna call it a Philly cheesesteak. Let's just call it a cheesesteak. You know what I mean? But I don't mind throwing down, getting a burger going or whatever, you know. So, or buffalo wings. So we gonna, or serve you your drinks or whatever. So we definitely try to keep you in mind building this place, the people.
I got a question for you that was asked. How many suites within the complex?
10.
10. So we're looking at 10. Once again,
yeah, we got five on the first floor, 5 on the second floor, and then the third deck is the pool, the pool area. We even got a bathroom for the public, and we have a shower for the public. So like before you get in the pool, you take a shower, and yeah. So on the website, we got each individual link to each room, so you can book each room directly.
So we're not
through Airbnb
into each room because we're looking at the videos tonight. But you could just go directly to the website, and I'm going to
I don't know why every time it seems like when you go on the screen, it always mutes me. Oh, I can't hear you guys. I don't know why.
Oh, give me a second. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I don't think he can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you. No.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I don't know why it does that every time I go to the
but we got the link to the Instagram, we got the link to the Facebook page, and you even got the business WhatsApp. That's my actual Colombian WhatsApp if you have any direct questions. So you definitely is no excuse to hit us up for sure. And we'll even plan events for you. You know, I threw a party for Mr. Flip Flop from Sosua about a month ago, and then I threw another party for a guy. His mom actually paid me to throw his 50th birthday party. We can have cakes, so you can rent out the whole thing. The good thing about renting with us, let's say if you're planning a guy's trip, right? Well, the problem sometimes one person got to put up their credit card, and then they got to collect the money from the other people. No, you just say, Unc Jay, I want to throw my 50th birthday party. These are my invitees. All you got to do is send them the link. Either they pay for their own room or they lost out. You know,
Boom.
If they don't show up, they just lose their money. But that's on them, not you.
Sense.
So it just makes things easier when traveling. And if you're a solo guy, you can come by yourself. You're going to find another brother that you may know from some of the groups, from the travel space, some of the Facebook groups. Like, for instance, when Marcus came last week, he met John the writer. You know what I'm saying? They were both here at the same time, and they both follow each other. So that was pretty cool.
All right. MAB be getting around, man. This man be trying to pretend like he don't get around. He get around. Shout out to MAB. Let's go back to the video. Let me remove this from the stage and bring the video back. Okay. MAB was about to say something. Here we go.
Y'all will be showing the games here too, right? Like just all type of things, events. Yeah, so like I'll put the links in the description. It's more to follow on that once we get the calendars together.
And here is the VIP zone where you can see the whole city from here.
Okay, television. I'm watching television. I'm there on a Sunday. Am I able to watch football, basketball, baseball? Can I get American televisions, American sports? Because you know how we are when we get to other countries.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they did. Last Sunday they watched. They was checking out the Chicago game last Sunday. So yeah,
Cool.
came out. Yeah, so that's one of, as a matter of fact, that's one of the things that we planned on doing. Opening up the rooftop for special sporting events, football, basketball, baseball, hell, even soccer.
Yeah, especially with the World Cup coming through, man.
Yeah.
If not, man, y'all open up
yeah.
the World Cup. You know how many people want to sit at a rooftop spot, especially locals, celebrate the World Cup without everybody all over them? They can have an exclusive location to.
We already know that's about to go crazy. Look, we might have to turn that TV around and face it down towards the street or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Andre, people like you, like during World Cup or like Copa, people don't realize, like, when you come down to these countries, man, soccer is king. Well, when you get outside the United States, soccer is king. Where you go, I don't care wherever you go, it's about soccer. It's not about American football. Basketball and baseball, they're trying to catch up. They're trying to do their best, but soccer is king. You want to talk about wild crowds and shutting down a whole city? Me and Jay, we went to a Colombia national. The Colombia national team, they played. I think it was Peru in Barranquilla. Man, they shut the whole city down, bro. When I tell you it was such a vibe. It was crazy. It was a carnival type atmosphere. Correct. Football. It was, man, the whole city. It was crazy. The vibe was incredible.
The crazy part about football that I love so much, I thought college football was wild. No. Man, football globally, man, no, I don't know any sport with fans the way that football has, like global soccer football has. They've got the fandom on live. They are so animated, emotional, hype. You swear that they were paying these people to be this hype.
Have you caught a national team game yet?
Oh, Ovio, yes, sir.
It's an experience, bro. I done been to like 4 games, man, and it was the best. And I hated soccer before, watching it on TV, but in person, oh my God, bro. They had a big fireball in the stadium, man. They had it was crazy. I had never seen anything like that before in my life. But I can tell you, it was a great experience. I was like, Miguel, you got to check this. You got to check this out. And he came with me, and he agreed with me that it was one of the best experiences, bro.
See, for me, my friends in the States the last 5 years were all Colombian, Venezuelan, Puerto Rican. So I wasn't going to black clubs anymore. I was literally going to salsa clubs. I was going to reggaeton clubs in Tampa, Orlando. So that's all I knew, like the last 5 years. So Colombian national team would come to St. Petersburg. Like it would be 2 teams. It'd be like Peru versus, like you said, Colombia. And they would come and they would you would see all of us in Colombian jerseys. And I ain't been to Colombia yet at that time period. In Colombian jerseys, and we're standing around the buses, because you know how they do when the team comes out, they wait in front of the buses and everything. And so I got a chance to experience it, the hype and the thousands of people from Colombia and or Peru celebrating. And this was in St. Petersburg, Florida. So I was so used to going to Colombian national games there that by the time I came here, I already knew what to expect. And yet I didn't, because it was even hyper than it was even back in the States. Mm-hmm. So anytime you guys get a chance to go to a football team, guys, a soccer game, I promise you, man, college football cannot compete with the hype.
No.
They literally shut the whole city down. Like, I can't even explain it. I remember like walking down streets, like cars can't even pass. They will have like say it's a bar or something. they'll have the whole street blocked off, people outside sitting in chairs. You know,
Right.
it is crazy. It's crazy. It's something you got to experience it.
Yeah, even if you don't go in the game, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? Just any of the bars, bro. I don't watch games at the bars, and it was just crazy. And you know what? Let's piggyback off of something that bothers me. It's like I hate when all travelers get put in a certain category. You know what I'm saying? I think that there are so many of us, man, that we leave the United States for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that everybody's just out here chasing. Some of us actually enjoy the culture. We enjoy the peace. You know, I had a brother, man, 76 years old from Chicago, and he came through and he said, Jay, you know why I rented with you? Because you weren't in the tourist area. Man, that dude didn't do nothing but sit at the rooftop. He smoked big boy cigars, man. He had $300, $400, $500 cigars sitting up here, man, and living his best life. And he did that for about 5 days. And he said, man, I had a wonderful time, Jay. And now, as soon as it starts snowing, he's like, I want to come back. He said, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I wasn't going to do a monthly rate at first, right? And I had so many people wanting to come through for a month. I had to come up with something. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to give a 40% discount for a monthly rate. And but yeah, man, I just want guys to know that it's so much more to do out here. Yeah,
let's not slide by that. Let's not slide by that. Let's let guys know, because there are guys that come to countries and they want to be there for a month or 2 months.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit more about if a guy decides or a lady decides, because you ladies out there that'll be listening.
Yeah, we support the ladies too.
Yes, sir. The monthly rate. He said, and somebody just asked the question. Lennox, shout out to Lennox King. He said, what is the monthly rate, by the way? And now, of course, the monthly rate depends on the room.
It depends on where we at. Right now, it's about $2,300 for the whole month, but it still comes out, that's 40% off, because if you figure 125 Monday through Thursday is the regular rate. And then on the weekends, it's $150 a night, because we only have 10 rooms. So, and we decided we kind of want to be the Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of places. We're not going to sit there and lie. There's a lot of places out there that's cheap, but the service, it doesn't even come close. It does not even come close. They're just going to throw you in a room. You're not going to have a pool. And if they do have a pool, you're not going to be able to enjoy it with a chica. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like I said, my man down here, he felt like he living his best life. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Jay, I want to order 10 Coronas. What Airbnb can you order 10 Coronas and order food or whatever, you know? And I hooked him up. I got him a bucket full of beers, bro. And he's like, man, I'm good. Y'all heard it from the man's mouth.
The one thing that I've noticed that you guys are offering is so much for the 150.
Yeah.
And I want, or even the 200 a night. And I want to just do a breakdown from my analysis and my experience in Colombia. Me and Andre, we've been to Cartagena a few times. And first of all, the fact that you got somebody, pen and paper, gentlemen, pen and paper. The fact that you got a group, these guys are able to get you to from the airport safely and then even back to the airport safely. That's one thing in regards to information. Okay, now you're here in Cartagena. You don't know nobody. Let's say you don't know anybody. You've been throughout Colombia, but this is your first time to Cartagena. Now the hosts of the owners are not only there to support you, but also
Americans
are there to, hey, I have information on if you want to go to the volcano that you saw, the mud bath volcano. I got information in regards to that. Hey, you want to go to the castle? Cool, I got you. If you want to go to a particular club, don't go to that one. I know you heard about that one, but you need to go to these three over here. You've got that information. If you want to go to Palenque, gentlemen, there is no way in the world you're going to Cartagena and you haven't been to Palenque. The first, black folks, listen up. This is the first freed black town in the 500 years that we dealt with slavery,
never colonized, never,
absolutely
never
correct.
colonized. Yes.
And so their tour is world famous. It's not just brothers and sisters going down there. It's everybody from around the world that are going to Palenque to actually experience the first free Black city or town that was established by slaves and could not be conquered. They tried to conquer it, and the Spaniards could not.
They fought.
Right, and they could not get them people off the land. So if you're in Cartagena, these guys can give you that information, to whereas you would have had to pay for. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. If I was in Cartagena, you'd have had to pay for a consultation. My consultation would have been worth the 2 or 3 nights anyway. You getting this information from these gentlemen for free.
And information is valuable, Andre. I mean, at the end of the day, when you can travel to a whole nother country and you got somebody that looks like you, they know the same background as you. A lot of military guys definitely come over here. So Miguel and I are both retired military also. So, man, it's like, I don't feel it can get any better, you know, and the host is on site pretty much every day. Either I'm going to be here or both of us will be here or Miguel will be here. So you'll have that hands-on approach. And that's where we kind of want to beat everybody else out with the concierge service. You know what I mean? I'm helping the females carry their bags upstairs myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping make sure guys check in. If they're a little nervous about going to the club by themselves, I'll go down. You buy the Uber, I'll go with you if I'm available. I can't promise you, but I try to make myself available for guys, especially for the guys that's never been here before and they're a little nervous. Or I got a cousin that's a little bit younger than I am that he don't mind hanging in the streets. I'll be like, BG, come through. I got a guy that wants to go. We can get you on a fishing trip. With anything that you desire, ATVs, you name it. That's why I'm glad that Andre, in the beginning, you showed the video of me doing different activities. Hey, bro, I went whitewater rafting on a level 5, which is the highest level you can get as a non-pro. And that was my first time doing it. And me and my girl, we went out to Sand Hill and Bucaramanga, whatever, got out there whitewater rafting, bro. Man, I'm talking about waves just coming in the boat, throwing us out the boat. I had a blast, man. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to be the only brother out here doing this stuff, you know. But I just want to let guys know that there's so much more to Colombia than the obvious, you know. There's beautiful mountains, man. I caught the bus, bro. I did a countrywide tour on a bus. And you know what? The buses in Colombia are not the buses like Greyhound. Greyhound try to pack as many seats in that joint. Now I'm 6'1", and I had about 4 inches between my knees and the back seat. And those seats you can actually recline all the way back. So I would catch the night buses, sleep all night, and then when I wake up, we're at the next destination. But it's so much to see in Colombia, bro.
A lot of guys are sleeping on this country. It is so many. That's the one thing that I could say about Colombia. I can see how it's ranked in the top 5 most beautiful countries in the world because there's so much to see. T-Mac says this. He said there should be a listing of veteran-owned businesses so that we can focus on supporting, you know, like a veterans version of the Black Green Book back in the day, so we can support them. But and I agree with that. I really agree with that. I may
get John the writer. He does a lot of stuff about veterans. Guy that one of my friends that went to Harvard, and he promotes a lot of veteran stuff. But at the same time, even though I'm a veteran and I love my veterans, trust me, I love them. But you know, obviously, we want to appeal to everyone. You know what I'm saying? But we do love our veterans now. They're my peoples. They're my peoples. And Miguel peoples.
The other thing, and I'm going to put myself on solo for a second, gentlemen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before guys, check it. Every time I go to Cartagena to do some exclusive stuff, I'm the only brother. I'm the only brother at the exclusive, expensive rooftops. I'm the only brother at the really nice restaurants. This is an opportunity for guys like us who want exclusiveness and a little bouginess, pepper that bouginess in there, that you don't have to feel like we're the only ones, because you're going to be surrounded not only by veterans, not only by Americans, not only by locals. You're not only going to be feeling safe, but you don't have to feel like you're the only one. And I think that's probably, for me personally, out of all the things that these gentlemen have mentioned tonight, the fact that I'm not the only brother, finally, the only brother from the States, because in order to get the exclusive experience and the security that me and Andrea need, and the level of cuisine that we like to have, and the rooftop that we like to enjoy, we always have to go to the spots where we're the only brothers. Well, I'm the only brother. I'm surrounded by a bunch of Colombians, bunch of foreigners from Finland, from Austria, from New Zealand, but I'm always maybe one or two brothers enjoying I love the fact that these guys have actually put together a location, a boutique, where a hotel boutique where you can actually enjoy what we as Andre and Andre enjoy, and I ain't gotta be the only brother there. Finally, somebody thought about exclusiveness for us brothers that ain't cheap. So if you are a brother that's not cheap and you are tired of going to places because you aren't cheap, but you're the only brother, take it from me. I'm glad there's finally a place in Cartagena that I can call home, because me and Andre can go every time we go, support them economically, and know that we are not the only brothers there. And so now I can meet brothers and sisters from all over the world, as well as the locals, as well as the foreigners that come in that are not Black, and I can enjoy that. I kid you not, guys. I just want to share that with you. I was thinking about that about an hour ago, and I kid you not, I've gone to so many places in Colombia, and the only reason I was the only brother there, because a lot of brothers are cheap. And since I'm not a cheap brother, and you guys aren't cheap brothers, now we got somewhere where we can hang out and enjoy and be among each other. So shout out to these gentlemen for what they're doing. Let me bring these brothers back in.
And we definitely didn't go like, okay, I'll give you an example. So Miguel and I, when we first started this project, and a lot of the Colombians, they were trying to, they think about money all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't have it. So the engineer is trying to get us. So as you're doing the tour, if you look at the walls in the hallway, you've seen that laminate, that fake marble stuff that they got in Colombia, that a lot of people got on their walls and behind their TVs or whatever. He was trying to get me to put that stuff up, talking about, oh man, it's mas barato. I'm like, no, bro, we need that real rock. You know what I'm saying? So when you look on the walls, we put some big money into that stuff. You know what I mean? Because we wanted something exclusive. This ain't for everybody. And we're not going to apologize for it, you know, but if you're looking for something that's it's high level at a mid-grade price, because I don't feel like $150 or $200 a night on the weekends is a whole lot of money, especially for what you're getting. Everything is here. Like literally, I've had guys that got out here and didn't want to leave. I'm talking like literally, they got here and they're like, well, damn, I don't want to go to no restaurant because Uncle Jay is throwing down on the grill. I'm good. I got my breakfast. You know, we got waffles going in early in the morning and pancakes, whatever you want. If you got a special request, you can send me a note like, bro, I like lobster or whatever. Bro, I'll buy you some lobster if I know you're going to buy it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, we just want to make sure you guys are safe. You have something that you can be proud of. You can say, you know what, this is home away from home at the end of the day. Because to be honest with you, we didn't get into this for money. And that's the God's honest truth. We did not get into this for money. We got in this to help people. And at the same time, I looked at it like this, right? If I buy an average crib in the United States, you're looking at 5, 6, 7, 800,000, depending on the area. So my thing is, if I can take 400K or 500K and put it in something down here. And now I got 10 slots for people that come through or whatever. We got the rooftop pool, we got everything, and you ain't got to worry about this place falling down because we paid the people, the engineers. That stuff costs money. You know what I mean? We got an architect, we had an engineer, and he made sure that every calculation was perfect because you know that incident that happened in the DR had just happened. And I was like, we do not want anything like that to ever happen. So we'd rather spend the money on the right people, man. So we're very proud of this place, and we really hope that you guys support us, man. And you know, we look forward to seeing you guys here.
Yes, these gentlemen are business partners and friends, and
ex-military. We brothers, man.
Yeah.
Let's get Miguel the solo. Talk to us, Miguel.
Yeah, we brothers, man. We linked up. We linked up like Jay said earlier, man. We linked up outside the club, and we just got to talking. And I was like, man, you know, and I was down in Colombia. I was down in Cartagena every month, man. And every time I would go down, I would link up with my brother, man. And then he told me what he had going on, and I was like, bet, let's go. And I think I shocked him because, you know, I think he was like, wait, you don't need nothing? I'm like, bro, let's go. What you need? Let's do this. I don't need to hear nothing else. Because truth be told, I had something similar in mind, but just not on this scale. So like I was coming down, I was traveling so much to Colombia. I was already thinking, man, I just need to go ahead and buy me an apartment down, you know, and put it on Airbnb for when I'm not down, so I can make some money. You know, it'll be an investment. And then also too, when I travel down, I'll you know, I don't have to pay for where I'm staying. So when we got to talking about it, I was just like in my mind, I'm like, okay. I was thinking about having one apartment, maybe 2 or 3 bedrooms. But then I'm looking like, oh, he said a 10-bedroom, 10-bathroom. I was like, a pool, a rooftop pool? Bro, say less.
Right.
Wait, what? He was
still dream big, Miguel, or go home, baby.
Hey, Dre, he was still trying to sell me on it. I'm like, Negro, what do you need? Like,
right.
I'm like, let's go. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Yeah, that is what's up. Let's get back to the video because I got more of the video to because I put together a nice little montage.
Okay,
let's get back to the video, and we're right here. And shout out to MAB. Let's bring that back, that view. So let's say you're on the second level, guys, during the daytime. You're watching the game.
From here.
You can see the first level. So for all you dudes that don't swim, there are levels, different levels of the swimming pool, as you can tell. For all you guys that's kind of a little paranoid about your swimming skills, there are different levels out there. Or your little girlfriend, your little lady friend might be 5'1". She might be 5'1". There are different levels for her to enjoy.
So right there, Andre, where you got it paused, if you look back there, you see those stairs? Yes. That's actually the jacuzzi side. So you can just sit on that end. It's not deep. So we got a jacuzzi side and we got a deeper side. So we had it planned for everyone to be able to enjoy it.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So if your girlfriend is 5'1" or 5'3", you can enjoy the jacuzzi side, gentlemen. She can enjoy the jacuzzi side. Theo says this. He said, guys, if you open something like this in Cali, we will make you an official hotel of the Black Manosphere Conclave 2027.
Oh shit! Hey, he tipped me, man. He tipped me.
I know, right? I got a question for you that Iman has. Shout out to Iman. Iman says this one. And I thought about this earlier because I know Cali. And I know the rest of I know Manizales, Pareda, Armenia. This happens because I've been through 5 of them so far. Is there earthquakes in this area? I didn't know. This is my personal trivia. I didn't know this in regards to Cartagena.
It's varied. Like, I know they had one in Venezuela a few months back, and you could feel a little bit of it, but it was, I mean, it doesn't happen that often. I can say that. I know they just had one somewhere in Colombia, but it wasn't. It's more where the mountains are. Like Cartagena,
True.
you don't really have any mountains
True.
over here, so you're pretty good over here.
True. That's
Pretty
a
good over
good
here.
question, and I'm glad you guys. I'm glad that Iman answered that question. He's absolutely correct. In Cartagena or in just that Atlantic coast, that whole freeway going from Cartagena all the way to Santa Marta, yeah, they aren't really known for earthquakes. It's just not a part of the makeup of that area. But here Cali is in southern Colombia. Just in case you guys don't know, we're kind of like mid-southern. We're the most southern major city in Colombia. So we're close to the mountain regions. Then you got the coffee regions of Pareda, Manizales, Armenia. You got Medellin. Yeah, you'll feel a tremor. I've been through 5 tremors. I've only been through, I kid you not, in all sincerity, I've been through 4 tremors, 1 earthquake, to where I was like, oh my God, that's an earthquake. That was my first one. And when you do, it ain't like in the movies, bruh. It's something that you can't describe. It's something completely different. It ain't like your boy riding down the street and the sound system shaking your windows. An earthquake is like the earth is moving, and you are like, "What is that?" Am I lying, Miguel?
You are not lying. I just went through my first one in the DR last month. They had one off the coast. It was like a 5 point something off of. I think they said it was like 20 miles off of Santo Domingo, and the apartment where I was in, I was up like on the 19th floor. I was up on the 19th floor, and I'm sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden the couch go to moving, and I'm looking around, like you literally feel it. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm looking around because I'm like, all right, what is going on? Like, who moving the couch? And then so I stood up, man. I got dizzy because the building started. I was like you, bruh. Yeah, I'll take a hurricane any day. When that earth go to moving,
Yeah, I'll take a hurricane, tropical storms, yes, sir. And I can imagine what T-Mac went through. T-Mac says, I'm from LA and I lived in Tokyo. So you know his experience.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It's different, man. It throws your equilibrium off, man. I got dizzy for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Like, what is going on?
Shout out to them San Francisco Yay area. Shout out to the Yay. He said, land of the earthquakes. He said, and we're on the same Andreas belt. For all you Yay areas, all you California guys, Cali is on the same belt as you guys are. So you guys may get the extreme earthquakes, but we are on the tail end, and we get the same San Andreas belt that you guys are on. So just in case you guys are wondering,
the same fault line.
The same fault line. Thank you very much. Yep, same fault line. Absolutely correct. Yep.
It's crazy.
Back to Cartagena, it's not the norm. And if you feel a tremor, I kid you not, the tremors are like you go ask your girlfriend, did you feel that? Or your girlfriend come ask you, Amor, did you feel that? That's a tremor. It's like it's so fast and so sudden. You might be sitting there watching a football game. It's like,
yeah.
Then you go in the other room, and then all of a sudden everybody go to their phone. Come on now. Everybody in Cartagena and Colombia, I mean, not Cartagena, but everybody in Colombia go to their phone, and they like, okay, did they feel that in Medellin? You just want to validate, did something happen, or am I just thinking that something happened? And so that's how fast the tremors happen. And that's why they were saying in Cartagena is not the norm. And I have not heard any historical stories about, these buildings got destroyed in Cartagena or anything else. T-Mac says this. He says the San Andreas is limited to its intensity, but the But the one in Chile or Japan can go over 9. I can agree with that. Over 9. Wow. He said, I think San Andreas fault is limited to 7 points. Oh, I got you. So each fault is different in regards to what the impact is on a regular basis. The things we learn on this channel.
That is crazy.
That is. Either one of them. Yeah. And so let's bring back up our brother Jay. And let's go back.
Yeah, I was over 20 miles from the epicenter, man. And like I said, that junk made me like, I'm looking around like, what the heck? Like who's moving the couch? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what is that?
And you said you was in DR.
Yeah, that was in the DR last month.
Last month. Wow. The thing, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about DR.
Yeah.
Let's continue on with the video. We got. I don't want to cut you guys off, but we also got some more video to enjoy and share. Okay, so we're right here.
Let's go to the kitchen. The slushy machine.
Oh, the slushy machine.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, bro. Hey, that joint. They love that joint, bro. A matter of fact, I'm buying another one.
Bruh.
Yeah, we got to get
another
another.
Cartagena, as humid and hot as it is, if you think I'm not taking advantage of that slushy machine,
number one. That's the number one seller, Andre.
bruh, without a doubt.
Hey, we got margaritas, strawberry daiquiris, pina colada. We got it all on deck, bro.
If you like pina colada, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We trying to think
sir.
of the little things. What Airbnb got that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Definitely. Come on now. I have not been to Airbnb, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn in any country that had this available. Yes, sir. Shout out to you guys.
For you to refresh and relax, okay? Big kitchen.
Yes.
Look at that stove. That stove says, I am ready. Are you?
That's right.
Let's go back. That stove says, I am ready. Are you
Commercial,
ready
baby.
Yes,
food
sir.
service. All this space where you can
Chill area, lounging area.
chill area, right? With a big TV. All you need to relax here in Cartagena. I hope you can enjoy this whole place for your vacations and see you later.
You know, Mark has been believing in me ever since the beginning. He's done CTG Fest with me. This is like his 4th time out here, so he's become family, you know. That's what it's all about, you know, and I call him my nephew. And at the end of the day, it's all about networking, supporting each other. We're here now, man. We're here now. We're open for business.
Hey, Marcus, I noticed. Hey, Marcus, I noticed you pulled out the microphones over the last year. I noticed over the last year you got the microphones and you got your logo on the microphone. Hey, Marcus, shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Marcus, man.
AB doing it.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I caught that. I was watching one of his videos. I was like, dude, this man got the microphones now? He doing like the Eyewitness News? Yes, sir.
Got fries in this joint.
Oh, no, I did not see a deep fryer. Let me bring that beat back. Am I looking at the deep fryer with the fries in this joint? Come on now, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to say that when I get there, I'm going to eat. I'm mo eat. M-O. I'm mo eat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, T-Mac says this, because T-Mac is in Medellin and beyond throughout Colombia. He's always here. He said, I will come and visit, he said, some free salsa classes. He said, when I visit Cartagena. So, yeah, he's going to come on through.
Nice.
Appreciate that.
That's what's up.
MLB say, yes, sir. Thanks for your consultation. He said, I'm working on it. Yeah, man. I see you putting it together, MAB. Yes, sir, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, Andre, you know what's funny? One of the reasons why we met was because I started following him from that big video that he did in DR. And I was just so impressed with his editing skills and, you know, just how he puts things together. And for him to actually showcase my spot, man, that was like one of the big highlights of my life, you know, and him, you know, me following him before he knew me, and then him reciprocating it, and he was one of the first people to say, "I'm telling you, you the plug, bro." And I was like, "Man, stop it." He was like, "Yeah, I know Aaron Ferris, I know all them guys or whatever, and if you ready, I'll put you in tune." And I was just like, I wasn't ready for it because I didn't realize, man, you got a lot of weirdos out here. I mean, shout out to the people that's awesome, but it's awesome some weirdos in the travel industry, bro. But shout out to Marcus, man. I really appreciated him coming all the way from Chicago, doing that piece for me. It's all about networking.
Yes, sir. And that is what it's all about. It really is all about networking. Let's come back with the video.
We got shrimp. We ain't playing, bro.
We got the scrimps. We got the
Bubba Gump.
We
got scrimps.
We got Bubba Gump / Wet Willies. We got everything.
Yes, sir.
Bubble Gump, man. Listen, I am a Bubba Gump fan. Being in Florida, they're all over Florida, and then man.
And you know what, Andre? We don't deal with that frozen shrimp. We go straight to the source, baby. We got a spot where we go down to the little local market. They call it basuto, and we buy it and fry it up or whatever. That night we was doing po' boys, so shrimp po' boys. So I got a couple guys. They tease me. They say, "Man, you the only dude I know be mulling seasoning." Instead of powder, I'm using seasoning. I be having dudes bringing grits for me, bringing all kinds of seasoning.
I just got some more grits last week.
Oh man, what?
Bring some grits. Bring me some.
Fellas, if you stay here at our spot, man, definitely bring Uncle Jay some grits, man. Hey, bro, you'll get all the information and consultation you need.
There we go. Here's a good question. Even though Black Haven wasn't here earlier, shout to Black Haven. And he says this. He says, does the TV have NFL games? And we talked about that earlier. And that's yes. He said, will I need to bring my Fire Stick to watch the games?
Okay. So that's a yes and a no. In the common areas up here because the Fire Stick package I got only supports 5 TVs. So the rooms, you can bring your Fire Stick, your personal one or whatever, or you can go, you can log into your Netflix or your YouTube account or your Disney or whatever. But as far as the NFL Network, it is up here on the rooftop because that's where we'll be watching games on Sundays and football games. So we got everything.
All right, there we go. The good question. You guys are asking some really good questions tonight.
Yeah. I'm glad I thought of getting that, man. As a matter of fact, shout out to the brother that turned me on to it. And I was like, man, it's that easy. So yeah, we paid for the whole year and got all the TVs loaded up, man. And eventually we're gonna add a couple more. I'm getting a big TV mounted right over this waterfall behind me, and then I'm gonna have two TVs beside it on each side. This one, so we're gonna cover all the games. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple up there on the top floor.
There we go. Let's get back to the video. Good question. Here we go.
Well, cuz. Good. Man, chilling, man.
Don't do it, MAB. Don't do it.
I had to turn him on to that Louisiana food, bro.
You could tell he been eating military food because
right?
he enjoying himself. He is enjoying himself. Yes, sir. I'm seeing you, MAB, with the hot sauce.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Come through.
MAB said, "Come through." Yes, sir. And this is one side of Cartagena that guys don't realize, that Cartagena is not just a city that's the old historical part, but there's modern parts of Cartagena as well.
Yes.
Once again, the locks to be able to get in. Talk
so
about
that's from the inside right
earlier.
there. So as you can see, you got to punch that code to get out. If you don't know it, you're stuck.
All right. There we go. red door. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
We already looked at earlier for you guys that weren't here earlier. There are 10 suites for you guys to be able to enjoy. 10 suites to enjoy. And as describe also what you were saying again about the importance of putting your key in the slot, because some guys don't know about that.
Yeah, so we pretty much got all the keys in the slots. You take them out just like you do any other hotel. You got to put a key right back in the slot so that you can turn on your air conditioning and your lights. We did that to save money on electricity. So yeah, every room is like that. But if you just so happen to lose your key, I can send you a code so you can punch to get inside of your door without actually having to wait for me to travel across town to come over here and physically give you another key.
Okay.
And we can handle it in the morning.
I've got 2 questions for you. I got one for Miguel and I've got one for you, Jay.
All right.
I'm going to go with Jay first. Pathfinder says this. He said, are all the suites the same size and style? Are there variety?
Pretty much they're similar, but a couple of them we had to angle them a different way only because of the structure. So I'll tell you, the room, it was something that was said earlier, but I was going to correct it later on. The room with the curtain, that's room number 10. Obviously, that's probably one of our favorite rooms because it has the window there. And the reason why the houses are built like that here is for safety. So unfortunately, when you're around poor people, they can't build houses where it's windows on every side because the houses are connected. So the only way that you have a window is in the front of the house or the back of the house. So our opening in the back of the house is on the rooftop for security reasons. So the only way to get out is through the front of the house. Now, for emergencies, you can come upstairs, and we got some stairs that you like a ladder that you can climb over on another roof or something for safety purposes or whatever. But we didn't want our guys to feel like they're in prison. And what I mean by that, I refuse to get a house with bars on it. I'm just not going to do it. So I'd rather put a lot of cameras. So we invested a lot of money into cameras. We got motion cameras. We got 3. So you got to go through the front gate, which is locked. Then you got to get past the red door. Then you got to get into the room. So that's 3 forms of security. Then we got another lock that locks off the pool area if you're up top. So we try to think, and eventually when we get busy in the high season, we're gonna have a full-time security guard. But we really don't need him now. But once we start really cracking and the guys support, we'll hire a full-time security guy. So it's all gonna work out.
All right. Here's the question for Miguel. He says, let me scroll down. Shout out to my brother, Dividend. Yes, sir. Dividend man. Dividend passport, bro. Shout out to you, brother.
What up, Ed?
It was good.
T-Mac has is this. He said, is there an elevator for the disabled brothers?
Nah, unfortunately not. So, yeah. So,
yeah. You got to remember, this is a house.
This is a house. Yeah, it's
not too many people Airbnbs in their house has elevators. Now, is it something that we plan on doing in the future? Absolutely. And honestly, I'm doing it. I'm actually being selfish. I'm doing it for myself because when we carry supplies up here, it's rough going up the 3 flights of stairs when you got cases of beer and stuff like that. So
going to the top.
As many times as I can, I Nando to do that. But yeah, that's something that we're definitely looking at in the future for sure.
Okay, great.
Because we have old ladies like for instance, when I threw the guy's 50th birthday party, I had to move it to another location because they had a lot of elders that came down with the party, and the elders just couldn't see themselves climbing up all those stairs or whatever. So I was like, okay, we'll just move it down to another spot or whatever. So it worked out. It worked out great.
Okay. And T-Mac said, well, maybe an ADA lift might be an economical option.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. That definitely may be an option also, right? For sure.
All right, let's go back to the video, gentlemen. Good information tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go back here and bring this back. So now you got the code, not only the key, but also the code to get to your room.
Yeah, so that's the one you can program it to your phone. You can program it. You can do it with a key, and you can also program cards. Yeah, so we definitely got all the top of the line trinkets in the building.
All right.
That's our laundry room.
Oh, let's go back. The laundry room was there to make sure that you guys have clean beds, clean sheets, clean linen.
So we got hotel grade sheets and everything, towels, all pure white. We got blanket protectors, we got pillow protectors, we got everything. We wanted to make sure we left no stone uncovered. And for a nice tip, our maids will wash your clothes before you leave on your vacation.
There we go. Don't forget that.
Before you go back home. So it works out pretty good.
All right, cool. That's what's up.
Outdoor shower right there.
Let's go back. For those that are leaving the swimming pool, let's go back to where the outdoor shower is. My fault, gentlemen.
No, you good.
There we go. So we got the outdoor shower.
Yeah,
for
that's
those
the
that are
outdoor
like,
shower. Yep.
You want to enjoy yourself. You just got the pool.
Cleanliness.
Yes, sir. Because you know Colombians always taking a shower anyway. So
Yeah,
definitely.
bro. And they don't mind that cold water. Now that shower, I don't think there's hot water on. Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. My bad. Yeah, it's hot water on that one too. But
Hey, in
I kind
Cartagena,
of like it. I like to get wet before I get in the pool because sometimes that water can be a little cool.
Yeah. In Cartagena, I do not mind a cool shower. I would not lie to you. In that Atlantic coast, Cartagena, Barranquilla, Santa Marta, a cool shower has been my best friend.
Facts.
Let's talk about around the location. Are there restaurants around the location? Stores around the location? Like if I want to go to I need toothpaste. I need deodorant. Come on, Miguel. I want to hear Miguel.
So less than 2 blocks away, there's a Centro Comercial. So it's like a mall area. So that's real easy to get to. There's neighborhood restaurants. I mean, some of our, oh my goodness. We went to a restaurant and we had lunch after we visited the spot one day. And let me tell you, man, they had some of the best sancocho. I was just like, wait, what? I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was me, Jay, and his girl. Man, we ate. We all had lunch, and I want to say it was less than like $20 for the 3 of us. It was. I don't even think it was $15, man.
Yeah, it was very cheap.
Yeah, it was crazy. Then they have different sushi spots around the. Man, it's crazy, and it wouldn't be Latin America if you didn't have the dudes coming around with the fruit and vegetables, on their on their little carts, you know what I'm saying? Aguacate, you know what I'm saying?
Aguacate.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of places. There's a barber shop. I mean, any and everything that you need. It is, I want to say, within a 2-block radius. And if you don't even want to go out, we have Rappi. You got Rappi. You can order, and they'll pull it up and they'll bring it right to you. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Also got a nice rooftop ritual.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about that too. Yeah. So if you want to get like another nighttime spot you want to take your lady to, man, Yeah, Ritual. That's another nice rooftop spot. And
casino around the corner. We got a
yeah, right around
casino. We got all the ATMs that you can dare find right over there in that commercial plaza. Honestly, Andre, that's one of the reasons why I bought this house. I literally fell in love with this house. This house used to be my girl's mom's house, and when her mom passed away, I decided to buy it from her and her sister, and I just fell in love with it. The neighborhood, I just felt a sense of home, man. And now I've actually shout out to all the brothers. We've been doing right now we're doing a toy drive for the block, right? Because we don't want to feel like we're just gringos moving in their neighborhoods, driving up the prices. We actually want to give back. So a lot of my brothers, including Mob, we pretty much, man, all pulled together, and I'm going to give these kids a Christmas that they never dreamed of from Rooftop Republic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let the kids come up, swim all day, and give out gifts and everything, because I feel like we're on this earth. We put on this earth for a bigger purpose than just ourselves. You know what I mean? And I can remember times where I didn't have shit under the tree, excuse my language, but I made it through it, and I wish I would have had somebody to give me a Christmas gift at certain times. So last year, my workers, I took them out to that Ritual rooftop. Some of these guys never even been. And I gave them all like $500 a piece, and I had like 20 workers, bro. And them dudes was crying. Hell, I was crying, man, because it just felt good to give back. So
that's right.
Those are some of the things, man, that I try to do. I try to always think of others.
That is absolutely correct. That's what we do down here in Cali. Glad to hear that you and the other guys in Cartagena are doing the exact same thing, giving back.
Yeah, but Jay said something about when he purchased. I think somebody asked a question about buying. Like, how did we go about buying the property? Somebody asked about that earlier. I saw it in the chat. So one of the main things you have to make sure when you're down here, you have to make sure that the title is clean. So if anybody has any thoughts, or they want to do something, they want to purchase land or an apartment or anything down here, make sure that you're working make sure you got a good lawyer and somebody who can check to make sure that title is called Certificado de Traducción y Libertad or something. Yeah. So you have to make sure that is clean, because you don't want another family member coming about the woodworks after you've committed money.
And we've run into that problem with, so basically Miguel and I, we've been promised 4 other houses. So our dream was to expand this to 50 rooms, right? So basically we were going to put 10 rooms per house, but all of them are connected. So we wanted to where it's one big house and one big rooftop. So basically, if you guys support us, man, we'll build it, but we ran into the problem of some of these dudes, man, they be having multiple families and they don't get their paperwork right. So definitely, like, even though my girl, I trust her, man, I trust her with my life, bro. But business is business. So she told me, she was like, "Oh, babe, we don't need a lawyer." I said, "Yes, we do." Yes, we do. I love her. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But business is business. And the reason I'm saying this for you guys that fall in love with some of these chicks and you have them conducting business on your behalf, I've seen guys supposedly thought they were starting a business, and they got down here, the girl to move, the number done changed, they can't get in touch with her, bro. Like, really, straight up. And so my thing is, I went and found my own personal lawyer. He drew up everything, and she wasn't trying to get over on me or anything, but it was some stuff in the contract that he switched around that she wasn't even aware of. Somebody wrote it for her, so always make sure you got your paperwork right. And I don't know if you want to go into that now, some of the problems we ran across, because I know some guys that are interested in this. We got to tell the bad as well as the good.
Before we go into the bad to the good, I really would like to, I'm writing notes in regards to that. I really want to finish off at least a little bit more of the video.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we can go into the business side, because I know a lot of guys are interested in the business side of purchasing property in Colombia. You guys are a perfect example of that. Let me put us all back here, and let's go back to the video. Let me bring that sound back. Did you not think I was going to show this? Did you not think I was going to show these morsels? These bitters? Did you not think I was going to show these bitters? Yes, sir. Did you not think I was going to show the scrumptiousness? Yes, sir.
That was that was the cook that I was interviewing last night, and he got the job. I'll just say that. He cooked me like 7 different dishes, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to
Yeah,
the
so we got a professional chef. And you know the best feeling in the world, Andre, he said he was worked that rooftop restaurant that we love, Ritual, here in Cartagena. He used to work there and was their head cook. And he said, man, he loved this kitchen 10 times. It's a better kitchen than what he had in this restaurant. So he's going to help me open it up as a full-time restaurant.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Felipe. Look at that ceviche, man. He got down, bro.
Come on. I caught that ceviche. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And this was last night.
Yeah, bro. He had hamburgers, buffalo wings. He did everything. Ceviche, pescado with the red snapper. He did it all.
And that's how, I kid you not, man. That's how Andre and I are. We're the type of couple that if you give us an all-inclusive experience, we have no problem with paying for it. Because now we don't have to order from Rappi. Now we don't have to wait for Rappi to deliver. There have been times when I'm like, we just came in from walking a tour all day and we're tired and we don't feel like taking a shower, getting dressed, and then going to a restaurant. Sometimes we just, some of the days when we're on vacations, we want to just go take a shower, be able to go to the rooftop, order whatever's on the menu, and enjoy the sun setting as well. So we love that all-inclusive experience. So shout out to you guys.
Thanks.
Absolutely correct. T-Mac says, if you send money internationally, it definitely needs to be sent a specific way. I think it was answering the question to somebody, so let me step back away from the question. My man, he say, oh yeah, I got to check out the red snapper. Love some good red snapper. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Loving that view as well. Yes, sir. Just right. Drone shot letting you see all around Cartagena. Beautiful night skies.
What Airbnb you getting that from, Andre?
I don't know too many, man. I kid you not too many Airbnbs or hotel boutiques that I know of.
Nah, man. Matter of fact, that drone shot with all those people, all those are like the professional Colombians that come over here on the weekends.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's like 1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
I was wondering. Shout out. Everybody just having a good time, enjoying themselves.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Let the waterfall cover your head. Let the salt flow away. Those that haven't been to Cartagena yet, make it down.
Sir.
Ladies, is not just for the guys, but
the Caribbean Miami.
yes, sir. Yes, it is. Why pay Miami prices when you can come to Cartagena?
Facts.
And then we're gonna stop right here for a second, because after this we're gonna be talking about the event that you guys throw. But for now, we're gonna talk about what you guys were mentioning, the good and the bad of the real estate moves that need to be made, or the wisdom that you should have when it comes to buying or purchasing real estate here in Colombia.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, so let me go first. All right, so first thing you guys need to you have to understand, it's not the United States. So when you go on when you find like a real estate website, you have to understand a lot of those sites are not really updated. You know, a lot of those listings are outdated. The best thing for you to do is to, if you have an idea of a certain neighborhood, the best thing for you to do is go check out the neighborhood. And because a lot of times what people do is they'll have something listed. They'll throw, hey, this is for rent, and they'll have a big sign right in the window, or if it's for sale. So, you know, and they'll have their WhatsApp number. So that's a lot of time that's the best way, because like I said, a lot of the listings online, they're outdated. Another thing people need to realize, in the United States, real estate agents, you have to like pass a course and things like that to go through. Colombia, I can just walk in and be like, hey, I'm a real estate agent. You don't have to pass no course. You don't have to do nothing. I can show you a couple of apartments. I'm a real estate agent. And don't think it's like, don't think that they have your best interest at heart. Like, that's the other thing. I've heard stories where people thought that they had a real estate agent and believing that it was similar to the States. You know, in the States, your real estate agent, they work on your behalf. Over here, they don't care. They don't have those same rules do not apply. Like, they will work with somebody else if they think they can get more money up out of you. They'd be like, oh, I'm telling you, I've heard stories of, oh, this gringo's rich. You know, you got this listed for that. Because they already know, like, if you divulge certain, like, hey, let's say you're looking at an apartment and it's listed for $75,000. But if you divulge to your real estate agent that, yeah, it's worth 75, but I'm willing to pay maybe 85, they will run and tell the other party, hey, I got this gringo on the hook. He willing to pay 85, because now their commission is going to be more, and it's nothing you can do. Yeah, so like. It's different. It's different, man. So you got to move. You got to protect yourself. You got to move different out here.
Absolutely correct. T-Mac says they don't even have a MLS in Colombia. I've been knowing that for years. He says so. Things are not.
It's not regulated. It's the Wild Wild West.
It is the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah,
so what do you guys recommend if you had 3 recommendations for somebody that's looking to just purchase property in Colombia like you guys did? And the reason why I say that part is, you know, you guys purchased from family, basically.
Right.
And so, you know, you got a bit of blessing in regards to that.
Yeah.
But you guys have experience from looking at different properties as well. So if there were 3 things or 4 things that you would suggest, we've already looked at one in regards to, hey guys, don't be naive. There is no licensing of realtors down here.
Right.
So we already looked at one.
Right.
But if there were 2 or 3 more that you guys would recommend in regards to
first of all, the first thing I would recommend is get you a damn consultation to somebody in that city, preferably another American, if you're American, or European, whoever you feel comfortable with, because they can get you in tune with somebody that has a proven track record. Because like to piggyback off of what Miguel was saying earlier, a lot of these people, there's a lot of scams going on. They'll put an ad and they don't even own the house, and just hoping that you send some money. Please, another thing, do not send any real estate agent money. You get you a lawyer, you get your paperwork drawn up, and then you finalize your deal. Okay? Do not do anything without a lawyer. You can actually wire the money, transfer wire directly to the lawyer and put it in the escrow account and everything. But do not give them money because you will not see it. And I've heard some really bad horror stories about that. So those are the main two things that I would recommend. And just you got to be boots on the ground. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know, you hear these stories of these people, they thought they was buying this, and then you go out there, it's just a piece of land. Ain't nothing got started yet. You need to be out here. And if you're thinking about, this is what I would suggest, at least in Cartagena. I can't speak on Medellin, but in Cartagena, the real estate game is not really a flip type of market. Pretty much Miguel and I, when we got this place and where we built it at, we're basically in the barrio. Ain't no coming back and saying, oh, I got $100,000 worth of equity within, a year or two. If you got something here, it better be for a lifetime, pretty much. Not saying that it's not impossible, but there's no way Miguel and I could get our money back by selling this. So we got to ride this thing out for life. And actually, when we did that handshake, we made a pact that regardless of what happens with the business, we live in here. He'll take one floor and I'll take the other one and keep it moving. You know what I mean? But don't come out here thinking you're going to get some quick get-rich scheme. It don't work like that, bro. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of sacrifice. And get in tune with someone, like I said, someone that's local, preferably. If you're a guy and you dating a girl down here, get somebody that can help you. You know what I'm saying? I had guys that literally, Andre, they're asking me to find them an apartment, but you dating a chick down here. Now, why would you go through a middleman? I'm going to have to put my juice on it. You know what I mean? Why? And I told him, I said, why go through me when you can just go through your girl? Oh, she don't know nothing. You know why? Because she lied to you and told you she was Colombian and she was Venezuelan. And Venezuelan chicks can't rent nothing out here hardly, except for that crap or whatever. So I hate to say it, but they discriminate against Venezuelan people, and a lot of times the chicks have no juice in the city. So those are little things that you got to worry about. Another thing that I can warn you guys about, man, look, like we said earlier, it's all cash transactions, right? So one of the biggest issues I had with investing in Colombia is the fact that I've had 3 or 4 bank accounts frozen. I've had to wire money to my cousin, and my cousin take the money out or send it to himself, because Colombia used to be, the pendulum was way over here, and then after Pablo, it just went crazy where they think everybody is out here. Man, I've been accused of money laundering, all kind of stuff. When Miguel would say, if Miguel sent me $70K, I got to try to justify where this $70K came from. I've literally sent them my documents at least 30 times. Because when you're doing a project like this, let's say, for instance, in the United States, when you do a project, they give you like where you pay a third, and then halfway through you pay another third, and then when they finish, you pay another third. Throw all that shit out the window. Throw it all out the window when you're doing business here, because these dudes can't go 2 or 3 days without getting paid. So you're constantly wiring money, sending money. I had to put my cousin on a plane, literally go to Miami, pick up a duffel bag full of money, and bring it up here, and do that $9,999, because I was given such a hard time by the banks, especially the major ones, Colombia and the other one. I mean, they were talking about, oh, you can't wire but so much money within a certain period of time. Western Union shut me down. So I'm not gonna lie, it was times, man, where I just wanted to give up. I'm not gonna even lie. I would be like damn near in tears on Miguel's shoulder, because these guys asking me for their money, because when they literally cannot survive 2 or 3 days without getting paid. Like, that's how close. And forget being able to cover the what do you call it? The materials. That's out. You need to give, and that's another thing. Get your own damn materials. You go with the guy, you go to the store, you buy the materials, and you have it shipped to wherever you want it shipped. Do not give them money to buy no damn materials. Now, I'm gonna let you guys learn a mistake from me. And it really, honestly, it's not too much I really could. I think about, well, what could I have done differently or not? But the electrician told me that I needed a transformer. Well, he's the damn professional, not me. So I bought this transformer and he finished the whole electric job. When he got down to the transformer, he done spent that money.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And all I can say is he ain't around Colombia no more. He's in Venezuela somewhere. I don't know where. But I sold the debt. So, but I'm just telling guys, man, this is the type of things that you have to watch out for. Also, a damn bid don't mean nothing here. Just because they told you 100, I'll put it like this. Now, it could be being naive on my part. I'll take that, because I've never done anything on this scale before. If a guy tells me, hey, I can build that for you, and he's showing me pictures of previous work that he's done, I'm a tend to believe him, because he had actually did another project for me, but it was on a smaller scale. He rehabbed a townhouse for me, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, and it was fire. So I'm thinking like, okay, me and him, we can work together. Man, that dude didn't even know how to read a blueprint. So the engineer was like, we need to fire him. And I liked the dude. And he was like, Jay, I'm telling you, you need to fire that guy because he's going to mess up this project. I told him 3 inches. He did it at 2.5. No, fire him. So I had to fire him, man. The guy was hurt, bro, because he thought he had work for the next 2 or 3 years. But I'm not willing to risk my reputation on somebody getting hurt in one of my spots because you didn't follow the directions, And when I had to hire that engineer and the architect, let's just say the project tripled in price and wasn't a damn thing. We were so invested at that point, we had to finish it out. You know what I'm saying? So we was up here throwing CTG Fest. We've done all kind of stuff to raise money for this project. So, to be honest with you, if a guy came to me and said, Jay, I want to start an Airbnb in Cartagena, I don't know if I could recommend that. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm just saying like all the ducks got to line up. It's like you got to have, imagine if I didn't have my girlfriend on my team, right? So I made her a business partner with us, and I gave her some shares of the company so that way I could keep her loyal. That's number one. Number two is we needed somebody that had our back. So the guy that was showing you guys the tour, that's Ruben. I call him my stepson, but that's my girlfriend's son. And I made him like my tech manager and stuff like that. And if I didn't have these people, man, we'd be run up out of this neighborhood. Believe that. Believe we would be run up out of here. So I just say, man, you need a lot of people in your corner. It ain't just having the money.
Don't even go any further with that. I want you to hold those thoughts, and we're gonna come back to you in a split second.
All right,
gentlemen. Did I not say that yesterday's episode in regards to Andrea's family and all the things that the amount of money that Andrea and her family has saved me? Because back home in the States, they'll often say that when you're dating somebody in another country where you're going to have to pay into their family and feed their family, and you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that. And yet and still, the reality of it is the families will look out for you more in many cases than you think that you've looked out for them. The things that you don't know, the assistance that you'll need. I like what the brother said earlier. He said that, and I've said this many a day, he's seen you guys ask him and his girl or their ladies questions that you can't ask your girl because your girl don't know nothing. You guys do the same. Hey, you guys are not alone here in Cali. These guys ask Andre, can you do this? Andre, can you help me out with my insurance? Andre, can you help me out with my visa? Andre, can you do this? Andre, can you do that? Could you have Andre, can you do me a favor? Could you ask Andre to translate this for me? Hey, could you have Andrea read this contract for me? They'll have dated 3, 4, 5 women in Colombia, and not one of them in their phone is a person that can help them out. So these guys are prime examples of what I've been saying for years. Even if you have all pay for play and all party girls in your phone, make sure that you have at least 1 or 2 just straight professional women that can help you out, and you don't have to reach out to others. The reason why these gentlemen are saying that the family is looking out because they're vested now. If anything goes wrong, it impacts their investment. They're not trying to have it crumble, so they're going to
right.
So remember that, gentlemen. I just want to.
It's definitely you definitely hit hard on that, man. Like, we couldn't have done this without my girl and her family. You know what I'm saying? There is no way, bro, because I got videos that I never posted. She's arguing with them, even though I can't understand them when they're talking that fast and in emotion, but she's going off on them, bro. So I call that, and they calling her patrona. You know what I'm saying? And she like snapping, bro. And I'll hear her say, basically, I don't care if he's a gringo, those are gringo rates. Stop it, And she'll say, I'm gonna tell the whole barrio what you did to us if you don't come correct this. Now imagine that just being a gringo. And so, I even learned that. I used to think gringo was a bad thing, right? It's actually like that's just what they say, but they don't really, it's not offensive to them. You know what I mean? They just say gringo or whatever. I used to think a gringo was a white dude crossing over into Mexico, like that movie, Go Get the Gringo or whatever it was, you know what I mean? Brad Pitt, but actually they call me that all the time. Nah, I don't worry about it, but it's, I have to say, bro, like, she is definitely invested. But I did do this, Andre. I said, look, her and I even got a contract. So that way, if we break up, if anything, we business partners for life. Ain't no bull crap or whatever. And, I told her, I give an example. I know you probably know about this, Andre. They discriminate against the elderly here.
Yeah.
They do. Once you're over 50, you're no longer good for the workforce. So my girl always made really good money. She's college educated, got a master's degree, whatever. And she started working for this one company. She's running around in a car all day long. And I'm at home. Bro, she was making $500 a month. I told her, I was like, that ain't even worth you getting out of bed. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, follow. She was like, well, I want to work. I like to be productive. And I don't want you to feel like I'm like the rest of these women that just want to depend on somebody to take care of me. I've taken care of myself my whole life. I said, look, you would not have the assets that you have. You would not have a visa to go to America if you didn't have some assets. They don't just give them visas out for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
I wanted somebody that could add. And I'm gonna be totally transparent, bro. I'm 56. My girl is 53 years old. Now, she got a body of a 30-year-old, but I wanted the mental part of it. And don't get it twisted. I could get a 22-year-old if that's what I wanted. But I wanted somebody that could help me navigate this country. And a lot of guys who are out here messing with these women that don't have. Huh?
Don't slide by that. Even Miguel picked that up.
Go ahead.
I need somebody that could help me navigate pay for play. Nope. He didn't say that, gentlemen. Hear me out. I need somebody that could help me navigate partying. He did not say that, gentlemen. He said, I needed somebody, and you guys hear me talk about this, that could help me navigate this country. His statement is parallel to the first thing that I ever told Andrea's dad. I'm not looking for a wife. And everybody got quiet in the room. I said, I'm looking for a family. I am here by myself. What do I always say? What did I put in my books, guys? It's all in the family. Anything that you want to see, that you're going to need, you're by yourself in these countries, guys. You're going to need a family. The family has team members that can help you out. If you think just because she's so fine and sexy and you're going to be in a raggedy family that can't help you out, it's better off that you are by yourself in another country.
Better.
Being with a woman that can't help you, once again, navigate the country. That's very important what he said. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's very important, bro. Like, I give you an example. So my I call him my stepson. My stepson speaks English, right? The one that was given an interview. Well, you know what? He worked the boats when he was in high school. That was his job because he did the tours and everything. So you know what? Now I got the direct plug to the boats in my family. You know what I mean? The sister, she did distribution. So now we know all the distributors where I get liquor for the warehouse price. I get beer for the warehouse price. I get food for the warehouse price. So all of these things, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first came down here, my mind was not on that. I ain't gonna lie, I had to get like Ron say, I had to let the wolf out for about a month. And hey, I got it out of my system. And then I started saying, okay, where do you see yourself in 3 or 4 years, man? And you know what, Andre, the biggest compliment that I've ever had from a guy, he said, you know what, Jay, he said, bro, I've been knowing cats that have been here for 10 years. And you've done more in 2 years than some of those guys have done in 10 years. You know, this is like my third piece of property that I've owned, you know, but I will say this, man, anybody that's interested in anything like this, I'm not no gatekeeper, bro. I'll show you the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we can all win. You know, I had a guy, he asked me, he said, Jay, I want to start an Airbnb down here. And I said, well, bro, it's a lot of things you got to look out. And this is a warning. I know the first thing guys say, I want an Airbnb in Cartagena. Bro, most of those Airbnbs are not guest friendly. Hear me out. You're going to be sitting on some, I don't care what that fake real estate agent tell you, because once she give you the sale, she don't care no more. Those people in those buildings are starting to change their rules. They are sick and tired of these guys coming through, tearing up stuff. They're tired of girls walking through the hallways in dental floss. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Up all night, playing music loud. So that's another reason why Miguel and I built this place out here in the barrio, because you know what? Everybody playing loud music in the barrio. So we fit right in. Everybody doing their own thing. The women live 5 minutes from us, not in Central. They don't live in Central. So it's easy location. You know, location. They got to come from the barrio to go to those areas and the tourist spots. You know what I mean? And like I said, a lot of times, man, I've seen, so the guy, he didn't listen to me. He said, well, Jay, I'm going to go ahead and do it. He spent maybe $100,000 less than what we spent on this for a 4-bedroom Airbnb. He can only rent it out to one person at a time. His price is the same price as what we're renting 1 room out of 10 here. So the math wasn't math, right? And then after he bought the building, a couple people came through and the residents are losing their minds. He came back to me asking me, can I help him get good people up in there that ain't gonna be running wild? Man, these dudes are on vacation. They trying to clap, unfortunately. That's what they trying to do. I don't know why you tried to fool yourself and think this could work. So then I said, look, bro, why don't you sell it? And why don't you rock with me? Because at the time, I was running out of cash. The price was getting higher and higher. And I said, and I've been knowing him for a minute. You know what he told me? He said, nah, bro, man. He said, 15% ROI on my money is not enough. He said, I said, we're going to give you 15% guaranteed. I was going to back it up with my own money and guarantee it, right? Because, you know, Andre, once your name gets bad out here in the travel space, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, this ain't no, now, hey, no shade against Dr. Umar, but this ain't no Dr. Umar school, okay? This hotel got built, you know. But he told me, he said, well, why don't you do the first one and then let me invest on the second one after you proved yourself?
No, now we little kids.
I said, buddy, and look, he came to me after it was ready and after we started getting reviews. He said, man, I want to get in. I said, bro, that price done quadrupled what the original price was to get in. I was like, Miguel and I, we good.
Yeah, yesterday's price is not today's price. And talking about you got to prove your, what is this? This ain't the NFL Combine, nigga. We ain't gonna win a 40, man. Get up out of here.
What? Hey, Andre, what is that? What is that little disclaimer for every investment that you make that is no guarantee of future, you know, whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you want to hold me. I said, did Bernie Madoff prove himself? I said, man, it's crooked people all over. Just because you think that it's safe, there is no investment that's safe. But I was willing to gamble, and I picked a certain type of person. I wanted guys that wasn't like money hungry, because I told Miguel, we're going to invest in the business first. Once we get everything we need, then we'll start getting dividends. He was like, I'm with it. You know, I'm with it. I didn't want an investor that he needed to have his money in 6 months or whatever. That wasn't the guy that I was looking for, you know. And now he believed in me, and it's on from here.
There we go. There we go. Let's go to the and talk about the because we've been on here 3 hours. Shout out to you guys. Let's talk about the event, because you guys have if I'm not mistaken, you have a Facebook page.
Yeah, we got a Facebook page and we got an Instagram. I really just started up the Facebook page when we kind of came up with the name Rooftop Republic, because we really wanted to try to rebrand, because I went through a bunch of groups with a bunch of different names, and I kind of wanted this to just kind of be its own thing, because also, you know, with that algorithm, how it is, because we're trying to appeal to everybody, not just one particular group. But yeah, we definitely had CTG Fest for sure.
All right, we're going to talk about that. Let's look at a little bit of the video first.
Okay.
Brethren. The brothers coming together in Cartagena, Colombia.
Bro, my guys.
This is 2025. Tell us about the festival. Tell us what it's all about. What type of guys come there? I'm going to start off with Miguel, and we can end with our birthday.
You name it. We had a bunch of professional brothers come through. We had ex-military. We had brothers that work for the government. We have brothers that's actually still employed with the government coming through. Just a bunch of professional guys, man. And we had a great time. I mean, guys from all walks of life. Like I said, ex-military. We had a doctor who works for the CDC. He came through. And it was like, whoa, wait a minute. So everybody just came together. Everything was professionally ran. Everybody had a great time. We showed a lot of the culture, the Colombian culture. Man, one of the best things for me, the highlight was when we had the catamaran, and we had a local DJ, and then we had dancers. They came out, and we had local musicians on the and they were playing their local music, man. And everybody was dancing. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people were dancing. It was amazing. Fully catered event. Everybody was rocking white linen. You know what I mean? It was it was definitely for the grown and sexy. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But everybody enjoyed it, man. Yeah, and we just got the fellowship with like a lot of professional brothers, man. So it was definitely lit, and we look forward to the next one. We have the next one coming up in February. So yeah, I mean everybody. The guys who made the first one, they were the first ones to book, man, and they sold it out. I think we were sold out. If memory serves me correct, I think it was less than 2 days. We were sold out
for this up and coming.
Yeah, for the up and coming. Yeah.
And especially since, and then I'm going to, after I make my statement, I want to hear what you have to say, Jay. Especially since these guys have now built fellowship. It's like when we go to the Black Manosphere Conclave in the States every year. Now we get a chance to see each other from last year, listen to stories of how things are going since then, and the adventures of each one of us who are traveling. So we all have, it's almost like a brotherhood now. And it looks like that's what you guys have established already after year one, a form of brotherhood that these guys have.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's all about the brotherhood, bro. Like, that was probably one of the proudest moments of my life, bro. Like, just seeing all of us coming together. One of the thing about military guys, man, when we discharge, man, we have a hard time finding ourselves in life, and that's why, because we're just built a little different. I'm not saying that it's better or it's worse, but I know a lot of military guys can relate, or a lot of guys that's been through war can relate with other guys that's been through war. I don't even have war conversations with civilians because they can never understand what I've been through and what's in my head or whatever. And those guys, man, I finally, after about 20 something years, finally felt like I had the brotherhood back. You know what I mean? And to have this guy, man, he's like, yeah, I'm a scientist. I work on vaccines with the CDC. Shout out to that brother. We had another brother that's anesthesiologist. Those two brothers were the first ones to book for the next one, you know. And I had a couple guys, you know, they like, when I first put the price range out, like last year, it ended up about $1,750, and this year we had to raise it to $1,950 because we decided to go 2 extra days. And we had the Pookies complaining, you know, man, that's too expensive. Well, we gave you a high quality event. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want a sausage fest. We didn't want to feel like the guys were shortchanged. We had 3 mansions, Andre, and we filled them up, bro. Every mansion had a full liquor bar that had liquor left over after the fest was over. Every mansion. I had so much liquor in my house or whatever, so we didn't try to shortchange anybody. We even took it a step further. Our pool party, you know what we did? We rented a big ass bus. We parked the bus outside the beach, bro. We said, you jump on. Man, we had the best pool party ever. Because we thought of that idea to get a bus. So we just try to be innovative, man, and try to come up with little ideas. So this year we're doing a carnival theme. And Miguel actually got it wrong. We sold out the initial rooms. We sold them out in an hour after I posted it. And because think about this, right? People who know, they know. So all the guys that went from last year, they hurried up and jumped on it. They didn't wait around. So then the guys that were kind of waiting around, I don't know if this is worth it or whatever, they got caught slipping, you know, and I ended up getting talked into opening up a second mansion. I didn't really want to because I like the idea of throwing my own festival in our own mansion, in our own space, you know, because of logistics. It's just a lot easier. So this year, everything is going to be here at Rooftop Republic. Then we're going to take a bus up to Barranquilla for a whole day and night and just party and then come back. We're going to do a boat trip. This time we're going to do a daytime party versus the nighttime party. So we got a lot of events planned, man. And like I say, even if you can't catch this one, you know, definitely catch. We're gonna be doing a bunch of different theme events and stuff like that, and we're here to serve you guys, man, and show you a good time for sure.
All right. All right. So if you guys make it in February, am I correct? February, correct?
Yes, February 12th through the 17th, and even if you didn't get tickets to CTG Fest, man, come on out in February. Holler at us at Carnival. Holler at us out on the beach. We'll definitely be doing some things around the city. So we'll go to the club, probably get a section or something like that. So one of the things that I love about what we're doing, Andre, it's nice where I've never met T Mac in my life, but if T Mac comes to Cartagena, I already feel like I know the brother because I've been knowing him through being on different shows and stuff for 2 years, bro. For 2 years, I didn't know. I'm having all these guys coming up to me and they're like, "Man, I'm Jay. I follow you, bro. I was depressed. I was angry, and I decided to come to Cartagena. It changed my life. So that's what keeps me going. And all that other stuff and all that other nonsense, they can kick rocks or whatever. You know, we're trying to build something positive. And like I said, it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I don't have a $50 room. You know what I mean? But you know, hey, if you want a consultation, I can show you where a $50 spot is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be on the same quality level. Like I'll give you an example, right? We got 10 rooms. Even if you rented out 10 rooms, let's say at $200 a night, right? That's
Right.
$2,200. That's $2,200 what that's for a day for each room, right? So I've seen mansions in Cartagena for 3 days is $10,000 to $13,000. So and they're old. The one we got last year, bro, it was Noah's Ark in that joint. It rained so hard. Plaster
Wow.
falling off the wall. Everything is new here. We got, put it like this, all Cartagena lost water 2 weeks ago. We didn't lose water. You know why? Because right behind me, right back there where you see that plexiglass, I got
Right.
two big containers back there and it's full of water. So when everybody else lost water in the city, Miguel and I thought enough to say, we ain't trying to lose no water. So it's the little things that count. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, if you go rent a big mansion in Cartagena, you get an old mansion that's probably 30, 40 years old. And on top of that, it's going to cost you way more than if you had booked with us. Another thing, if you got a group, say you got a guy flake on you or whatever. Well, he already paid his money for his room versus the one guy that put his credit card up and now he's responsible for all that. Now he trying to take collections to get his money back from the guys that screwed him.
Right.
Whereas us, you say, look, we got 10 rooms. Here's the link. You pay for your room, you pay for your room. But to be honest, you can come here by yourself, especially for you new travelers that's never been to Cartagena. And the brothers are gonna be like, look, hang out with me tonight. Hang out with me tonight. Everybody that stay here usually go out together. And you know, Andre, it's safety in numbers, bro.
True.
It's
So
always
true.
safety in numbers. So it's a different experience here, man. And like I say, if me and Miguel in a good mood, we'll go out with you. You know, I don't go out too often, but I will if some guys, you know, if I'm in the mood and I'm not feeling sick or anything like that, I'll rock with you. Now I may leave a little early, but
That's it.
and we're not going out with you to try to get commission and all this other stuff. Now, I don't knock nobody's hustle. But I'm telling you guys, man, that everybody here is trying to hustle you. Okay? They're in step with the bouncers, they're in step with the girls, the waitresses, or whatever. They'll have the propane on there and they'll swear up and down they're not getting a dime from that. But it's on your bill. So always watch your bill. If they got propino on there, if you feel good in your heart to give your waitress something separate, but don't let them fool you thinking that they don't get none of that. That's a
True.
scam, bro. That's a scam. But with Miguel and I, we don't really need your money. So if we tell you something, it's because we care. and because we want you to be safe. We want you to move around. You know what I'm saying? My guy who was on earlier that's here right now, you know what I'm saying? He came through, he traveled solo dolo. You know what I mean? You know what I did? He was like, well, man, where do I go? I sent him the link. I said, here's the map. You go take the Uber, you go to Delirium, come right back. Checked in with him, everything went smooth for him. I said, okay, he went to Playa Hollywood today. He went down there, picked him up 2 nice chicks, came back here. He's good now. Now that brother's safe. He over there chilling, man. You know, look.
It's
You know what
kind
I'm
of funny.
saying? So that's a satisfied customer right there, right?
Yes,
That's a
sir.
satisfied customer. It's a Friday night. He just chilling, bro. Got a nice breeze, man. We just have. He ain't stuck in his room, you know. He's out here enjoying this rooftop by himself, bro. So
Shout out
that's
to
what we're
JD.
about. So, like I said, if you want something different, come on over to Rooftop Republic, CTG.
Yes, sir. In closing, before you guys close out, I want to talk about, since you're still here, Miguel, I want to talk about 5 things that JD talked about, before we close, that are very important.
All right.
And I'm talking about the guest that was just here. JD talked about the importance of, hey, I'm here solo, the contacts. You know, the fact that when I get there, I'm not by myself, I'm not alone, I have contacts. The second thing that JD mentioned is, he say that, hey, these guys know, whenever I ask them, what about this? Could you show me that? Could you tell me what, like you said, the Club Delirium? Know what to look for. That's the other benefit that you get from this location. Usually when you go to a hotel or a boutique or a spot, you just have the pamphlets sitting there, the pamphlets that's been sitting around since 1983, and then you grab a pamphlet and you open it up, you kind of blow the dust off, and you can make it to the zoo. But to have the guys that have been living here that think like you as a foreigner, that can let you know exactly where to go, from restaurants to get your hair cut to whatever it may be, that's important. The third thing that he was mentioning is safety. Not just necessarily being in the tourist areas all the time. You can take advantage of the tourist areas, but it's beautiful to know that you got a boutique that has the everything from the safes to the cameras to the coded doors, 3 levels of protection to be able to get through that. All this safety features, having a rapport. This, and some of you guys don't think about this. I know business owners down here, brothers from the States, they have rapport with the police officers that patrol. So when these guys sat back, and it's just a little thing like giving the police officers a soda, the local police officers, I kid you not, this is how Colombia works. Just the slightest thing keeps them protecting. You know, it's almost like in Star Trek, Scotty, shields up. It protects your investment just by that little thing, just by building a rapport with the police officers. So that's another form of safety. Shout out to JD in regards to that. The next thing that JD mentioned was good people. JD says, you know what? There are good people that I've met since I've been down here, since I've been down in this area, since I've been down here dealing with these brothers. So I realized that I can come back to Cartagena solo. And he says that I have contacts. I know you guys have shown me what to look for, safety, good people. And the last thing that JD said, I feel blessed to be here. He said, man, it's a blessing. As he was speaking, I was writing down his points.
Wow.
And he's correct. He said, you know what? It's a blessing to be here. I'm here solo. I'm by myself. I have my ladies. I have my fun throughout the day. Now I'm sitting up over there on the other side of the camera while Jay does his thing and Miguel does his thing and Andre does his thing. And I'm sitting back chilling, enjoying the breeze.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, enjoying the breeze, man. You know what I mean? And that's the best.
You know, and it's definitely one of those things that you want to that's the feeling. That's the purpose of
Yeah.
us going on vacation. Is feeling
Yeah, when
blessed.
you got somebody satisfied, smiling, they're having a good time or whatever, no worries, not stressed out. That's the best feeling in the world. Because let's be honest, you know, Colombia's got a bad reputation, you know, in certain ways, and we're still trying to break some of those stereotypes, but it's getting better, and it's gonna take people like us to get the word out. You know, same thing with Marcus, man. Marcus, he hardly even wanted to go. We didn't even go to the tourist area really this time. He was hanging out here pretty much the whole entire time, man. We smoking cigars on the rooftop, man, having a good old time. Had our drinks, cocktails, and he was like, "Oh, I'm good." He can't wait to come back to the next one, you know. So he has become like a real family member to me because let's face it, you don't get to choose your blood relatives, but you can choose your family. And I've chosen him as my family. You know what I mean? And now we've been rocking for a couple years now. You know what I'm saying? His mom coming down. Same thing as Miguel. You know, we're not blood brothers, but we're just as close as blood brothers. You know, and that's how it is. Hell, I actually spent. His brother was his roommate at one time. Hell, I spent more time with him than his damn brother do. You know. So,
Hey, hey, Dre. Hey, man, my brother came down and did everything that we told him not to do. So, like, I mean, immediately he was like, "Oh, I know what to do. I know what to." Hey, okay, man. That Joker came down, man, and he, oh God, bruh, oh my God, like he just everything we told him what not to do, he went on ahead and did. He did the opposite, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't want.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's my brother, you know. But
we love him. We love you, bro. But you know, you move it wrong, man. Yeah.
Good God. Oh, we shut that chat down, bro.
So it's completely shut down. So nobody.
We're done. We're done with all groups. Because this is the thing, right? People don't understand how things run down here, and literally 500,000 pesos, let's say $125, $100, can get you deleted. So these people don't like the embarrassment that comes with putting, even though working girls are legal, they don't want to embarrass the families. And with these guys in these groups, well, they would get mad because Miguel and I said, no more pictures of women. We don't want pictures of working girls. We don't want any of that. Right. And then dudes would go and post 10 pictures right in a row like we've never seen a woman. Act like you've been there before, bro. And then start calling us all type of names, man. I've been called every name but a child of God, bro. He said, you old ninja, 65 years old. I'm like, damn, he done gave me 11 more years, but it's all good, you know, whatever. Right. At the time, I was 55 when he said it. And I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. But look, you broke the rules. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to be held accountable. So shout out to the good brothers that's been rocking with us, man. And shout out to even the Pookies and Ray Rays. We love y'all too, but, you know, we just want to move in a different direction, bro, at the end of the day. We want, Marcus said a comment on one of his blogs on the CTG Fest, the first one. He said, it's invite only, act right only. And I love that statement.
That's a good one. Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out, Mom.
Yes, sir.
And everybody acted right. We didn't have no issues, bro. No issues, man. We didn't have no brothers. We didn't have no girls trying to fight or tear up the Airbnb because they didn't get their fair share or whatever. You know, they had a great time. Everybody was safe. And, you know, we're doing it again this year.
All right. In closing, let me get your closing statements. Then we'll go to Miguel. And then I'll be shutting it out with a video. Go ahead. Let's get your closing remarks, Unc.
Man, you know what? Miguel and I and a couple other guys that want to be silent partners, we really work hard to bring you something that's going to be safe, fun, and something you can be proud of and you can call it home. I want to be able to smile when I see you at the door or whatever, and you're like, man, I'm home, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, I see the same guys probably 10 times a year. And let's prove that we support each other. You know, I can tell you one thing: nobody's going to beat our prices as far as apples to apples. Nobody's definitely not going to beat our service that we're going to provide to you guys and safety aspects of the whole game. And we appreciate each one of you. I appreciate every DM. I appreciate everybody that donated to our Christmas drive. I appreciate all of you, man. But let's finally prove that we can support each other, whether it's supporting Black owned, whether it's supporting veteran owned, whether it's supporting American owned, or just fellow brotherhood. That's what it's all about. And thank you, Andre, for having us on your platform, man. That really means a lot to me because, you know, a lot of people, they talk a good game, but then when it's time, oh, man, I really don't have time or whatever. So to me, you put up, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcus. I appreciate you showcasing our spot. I appreciate Andre using your video to showcase it, man. So this is what it's about. It's about the brotherhood. And I promise you, if you guys support us, man, we will grow. I ain't got no problem with buying five other spots, but we got to have the support behind it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all talking about, man, the Colombian ice is colder. Y'all know what I mean by that statement. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just support us and we'll rock with y'all.
All right. Shout out. Let me hear from our brother Miguel in closing.
Yeah, man. So like Unc said, man, just come out, support, man. Mess with us, man. We got everything you need. We got information, whether it's on tours, restaurants, locations, locales, anything you want to do in and around Cartagena. We got our hands in a little bit of everything, so to speak.
We even got friends.
Fact. So if you know, you know. I think one of the I saw a question. A brother said, hypothetically, would we support a Big Shirley convention? Look, man.
Hey,
look. As long as that money is right, and we
don't pick out nobody work.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, we're here for everybody, man. We're here for everybody. So like Unc said, man, we have events where it's just all Colombians, and we're gonna have events for sporting events, Super Bowl, football Sundays, you know, everything. You know, the playoffs is getting ready to start, man. So yeah, we're doing everything, man. NBA, you name it, baseball, hell, Olympics, soccer, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
FIFA World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a calendar. I have a calendar of events. A 52-week calendar of events just for the weekend. So we're always gonna be doing something. I don't know it yet, but we always gonna have something on the weekend. So
there we go.
So yeah, man, we're gonna be promoting and having different events, man. So because like I said, we're here to serve, you know, we're here to serve the public, man, and make sure everybody have a good time. You're in Cartagena on vacation, so we want you to be safe and we want you to enjoy yourself. So and we want to be a part of that. So come on out and rock with us.
All right. Now we've given you guys the information in the comment section, so you guys will be able to reach out and see on TikTok, Instagram, as well as the website. So it's there. Support not only Black Male Media, those of us that are media, but also if you have not been to Cartagena and you have heard stereotypes of Cartagena, now is your chance to go out there and not experience the stereotypical events that you've heard about in Cartagena. So these guys have a spot for you to go to, a place that's like home to you, because once you go one time, guaranteed that you want to come again.
Yeah, you definitely.
You know, Andre, I'm really looking scared right now. You know, I really have a lot of stress in my life, you know, and right now, you know. But nah, man. I'm
And
enjoying
Sean,
this, bro. Like literally, I could fall asleep up here all night and be just as good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I think we so hot, the mosquitoes don't even bite up here. You know, they don't even mess with us. So we're in
there
a
you
good
go.
situation, man. But thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
All right, I'm about to play an outro video. It probably takes 2 minutes for the outro, but I want you guys to hang back and while I play the outro video and be here so we can just converse afterwards. But shout out to all you guys that have been here. Make sure you click the like button. Thank you for supporting the Children's Cancer Foundation by way of Cash Apps and PayPal. Thank you guys for the super chats. And thank you most of all for supporting our fellow veterans that have been working tempestuously when it comes to making sure that you have a home in Cartagena, Colombia. I remember the first time that I went to Medellin and I walked into a strip club, and the strip club host said to me, "Welcome to your new home." Same thing for you guys. These guys are letting you know, once you come to Cartagena and you come to the Rooftop Republic, welcome to your new home. Shout out to all you guys that are out there. And what we're going to do is the outro video. We will not be having a movie night tomorrow. Usually on Saturday nights, guys, over on Rumble, we have a double feature movie night. Tomorrow is Andrea and I 6-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So, congratulations.
Right? Thank you very much. And so we'll be out and about celebrating our wedding.
Nice. And you already know, bro. You know you got a vacation on us, man, for promoting us. So I appreciate you, brother. So just let me know when you're ready to cash that ticket in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And let's get ready with the outro video.
I could take a break from this world, running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Finally. I always stay dreaming, never imagine I lose my spot.